Black women, especially Black women who have Black male children, live in fear and agony every single day. Especially Black women who have Black male children, live in fear and agony every single day. Black women, especially Black women who have Black male children, live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way. Black male children live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way. And we're gonna have to have just some real conversations about race in this country.
Played a role in the verdict.
Oh my God. I know.
Yo, I am fucking speechless. And the funny thing about it, I apologize. Let me apologize because I was gonna come out here today when I did a show and apologize for my language for the last week or so in how I've been reacting. So let me make sure that I go ahead and apologize for saying some vulgar things. I will not do that anymore. I've been reprimanded, so there you go. All right. So forgive me. I apologize. Okay. Hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new. I don't understand what on God's green earth is going on right now. I do not understand what on God's green earth is going on right now, y'all. But because, look, the reason why I have the thumbnail saying that you ain't shit, because you sassy straights colored versions, shout out to everyone that is here, hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new. You sassy straights don't matter unless you are dead or you are a criminal. I don't even have my headset on. I wasn't gonna even come on here, y'all. I mean, I was gonna have a show, then I went to the gym. I just got home and then been watching this shit all day as much as I could. And I'm looking and I'm just like, what is wrong with fucking Black people, y'all? That's all I got. What is wrong? A week ago, y'all, like let's say a week and a half ago, all the conversation was about you ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. I can't find a man. Don't want a man. I don't need a man. All that same old crap. Who would have thought that right now in my mind, I'm like, bring back the relationship conversations. This is really what I've been thinking today, because this is absolutely out of control. The relationship conversations. We need you to make $5 million a month. We need you to cook and clean and let me do what I want. These the biatches. And you just be here. And whenever I feel like dealing with you, I'll deal with you. And if I don't feel like dealing with you, I won't deal with you. But you stay with me and I'll decide whether I have sex with you or not. And whether I'll watch our kids, whether I'll not complain, whether I'll make you dinner, whether I'll wash clothes, whether I'll clean the house, blah, 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 blah. Bring back those conversations. But when you think about those conversations, you ain't shit, we don't care, we following you all over to the other side of the world, but we don't care. But why is it that you don't come to the curated dating events? But we don't care. And then go in front of Ace Metaphor with all these crazy ass, dumb ass, stupid ass questions about relationships with the same people that you can't stand, that you're equal to, that you make more money than, that you take care of, that you put in their place, that are supposed to follow you, that's supposed to do. Because honestly, this is the problem yet again. This is the problem yet again. These people have absolutely, and I'm not even just saying Black women, but I'm talking about the LTMs, the pro-blacks, Rolly, DL Clown, all the rest of them, including them 3 girls over there, and all these pro-blacks that only say that because you black, I'm black, we black, you should do what I say. The people that follow this don't even realize and recognize that they're saying, do what I say, because I said so, because I know what's best for you. These are adults allegedly out here. Listen to people they don't know, they've never seen, would never help them, don't give a damn about them, just want them to do whatever. I don't even know how many languages I can say it. Well, child, I only know English, so that is what it is. That now that it was George Floyd, child. George Floyd, right? Martyr for you coloreds. The person that everybody should look up to, the person that's equal to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. That's what these coloreds today, because I'm gonna have to call them coloreds today because Generation X does not do this. Okay, I hope not. Well, let me rephrase, because the pro-black Generation X's clearly do, right? But you think that somebody is, so are they about to collect money to open up a George Floyd library next, and then next to it will be a Carmelo Anthony library? The fact that these people are actually saying out of their mouths that he did nothing wrong is amazing. It is amazing. It is. That's all I got. Is it's amazing. I'm so confused. I am so astounded. I'm so thoroughly just floored, for lack of a better way to describe it. And Jazzy here is about to get another 15 minutes off of this. What happened with Carmelo is modern day lynching. Then they're putting up this propaganda after all this crap about what white people are doing. White people, child, if you think that you're safe, please know that you're not. Please know that you're not, because as soon as you even think about doing, because you know the allies, the white women are allegedly the allies. The white women are allegedly, because women allegedly stick together. So that would include black women and white women, right? But as soon as a white woman says or does something that they don't like, they out of here. They're going to come for y'all too, okay? I'm just telling y'all. They're going to be, they keep using you because they think they need you for some reason. So that's not going to change. I'm wondering, this is the thing about this, y'all. I wonder if they're going into work spouting off like this. I wonder if they go into their jobs. I mean, I know it's only been one day, but I wonder if they're going to go into their jobs and spout this. As soon as a white person comes by, I wish you would touch me. Because the message that I've seen today is if a white person touches me, they're going to delete that person. That's basically what I've been seeing today. And guess who's fanning the flames of shit like this? Bitches like this. And the Negroes too. And I want to know when she's going to stop putting weave in her hair. Okay. Because if y'all allegedly boycotting Asians on the, because I was going to do the interview that Anton did. Shout out to Anton. I was going to cover his live stream today. I don't even have the energy. I do not even have the energy. And I need to do right by that interview with Mr. Chow's lawyer, the black guy, Clark Kent, I think his name is. But this is how much these people like her have fanned these flames so badly that these people are actually saying words like the knife was only this long. Carmelo should not be in jail. Carmelo is innocent. He should be home. Now is somebody, not me, but somebody got to protect Carmelo's family. I'm sure they're taking donations somewhere. This is a modern day lynching. This is not fair. It was a racist jury. White supremacy. Nobody cares about black people. This country don't care about black people. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay. Thank you. I'm paying for it. I'm streaming though. You're good. You on your way home? You got right up out of there. All right. I'll see you in the morning. All right, bye. Anyway, sorry about that. These things, this child, I'm just floored. I'm just floored. That's all I got.
Collin County. So absolutely. Collin County is right north of Dallas County. And I can tell you that I have had cases that I felt like played out differently because of the counties that they were in. And unfortunately, that was not the county for a Black boy.
So if this were a white boy in his exact...
So, gentlemen, this was not a place for a Black boy. Now, all of a sudden, there's concern about Black males. I'm just going to say Black males. All right? Because, you know, what happened is not right. And listen, nobody should be taking nobody the hell on up out of here. You know where I stand with that, right? But it's very interesting how the fight comes out once you're dead or you're a criminal. The only time that you look at all of what's going on and all the energy that's being put into it, y'all. Imagine if these bitches, and it's not just women, but I'm just going with them because you know they lead in the charge because they lead Democrats, right? Imagine if they put an end of this energy into you all and your relationships and the things that you're looking for in a relationship, the things that you're looking for as far as, you know, life is concerned, your requests, what will make you happy. Imagine where things could be for so many people. For some reason, that never seems to happen for y'all until you are either dead or a criminal. Say I'm lying. Oh, but just imagine, y'all, just seriously, that these people were laser focused on you with as much focus as they have now to say that someone who actually took someone up out of here is the wronged party in this.
Same position, you don't think you get a 35-year sentence?
I would guarantee you it wouldn't have happened. I don't even know if he would have been convicted, because if a white boy would have said that they were afraid of a Black boy, something tells me that that jury that didn't have...
Let white people come out here, and I know they've been wilding too, child, but I don't understand why people wouldn't think that they wouldn't be. But now that these things are happening, let me grab the screenshot. Now that this stuff is happening and Black people are just out here saying any old thing, where if a white person said it, the first thing they're going to say is it's racist and it's racism, white supremacy. Y'all know the drill. But they're comfortable in being out here and really going over the line. And I'm listening to this shit like, y'all don't even like men. What is going on? And it's not just because they're children, y'all. Rest in peace to child, what is his name? Kaysen. And Austin Metcalf. And good luck to Carmelo. All right, that's all I got. But it's wild that you're never appreciated, cared for. Thank you, boo. You're never appreciated. You're never cared for. You're never thought of. You're not even a second or third thought. You might be a 10th thought. It is always F y'all, F you, F your mama. Well, maybe not your mom, but depending on the mood, it's F your mom. F you. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't want you. You ain't got nothing. I got more. I'm strong and independent and I don't need no man. Soon as somebody turns into a criminal or is dead, all of a sudden there's all this support. All of a sudden they out here fighting for y'all. All I wonder if Funky Dineva is fighting for y'all now. Since you're the cancer of the community, where were they at when Funky Dineva was calling y'all the cancer to the community? How come they didn't come out like this to say, you know what? No, we not having that. Not for our black males. Where was this when Bill Cosby was saying, get your shit together, pull your pants up, speak with proper English, go to school, get into your books, get good grades, go to Hillman. Okay, I know it's not real, but I just finished watching Different World again. Where was all that? Where was all that? It's never any encouragement, any help, any thoughtfulness of any type. It's do what I say when I say how I say, because I said. Is that accurate? And then, soon as somebody needs you, we got to come together. It's the black community. We have to stick together. Don't go to the Asians. Don't go here. Don't go there. Don't go anywhere. But when you are normal man, going to work, got a nice job, making $80,000, living in your home that's just got a couch with no pillows. You barely have any curtains. Everything is gray, brown, blue, black, and white. I know. That's not enough. You want to sit there, you want to play video games? Not enough. You wanna just have someone say to you when you come home, how was your day? You want somebody to rub your neck, be peaceful when you get home, see you in the bedroom in about a few hours, depending on when you got to go to bed, maybe even 3 times a week. Nope, you can't have that, black man. You're not worth it. You're not anything worth anything until you are a criminal or you are deceased. As the only time these people cut for y'all.
Any black people on it, they would have believed him in his fear.
Well, there's so many different opinions on this case. I mean, even your Republican colleague, Randy Fine, he's saying that he should get the death penalty. Your take on that?
Again, racism.
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion here.
That's what Carmelo was doing. Protecting his motherfucking self.
What is this? Child, what is this?
Again, racism.
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion here.
Just like Carmelo was doing. I'm glad you got that. That's what Carmelo was doing. Protecting his motherfucking self.
I'm so confused right now.
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion here.
Just like Carmelo was doing. I'm glad you got that.
Let me get this screenshot, y'all, because this is ridiculous. This is wild, like literally wild. Wow.
That's what Carmelo was doing. Protecting his motherfucking self.
Boy. So we got to follow up on our coverage of the Carmelo Anthony trial and verdict that was very predictable to anybody who actually paid attention to the actual facts and details about what happened surrounding the murder of Austin Metcalf. Now, if you didn't pay attention, or if you're black and you think with your skin color instead of your brain, then you're shocked, Pikachu face, right, that Carmelo was found guilty of murder. And initially, I thought that a lot of these people who were defending Carmelo didn't actually believe what they were saying, right? I thought that, once Carmelo was found guilty, they'll just go away, right? They won't defend what obviously was a murder. But I was wrong.
No, this. Yeah, I know y'all be saying the CIA, and I don't know that story, so I don't know if that's true. But this is straight wash, rinse, repeat. This is straight wash, rinse, repeat. In June, happy birthday to us, Geminis. In June, like clockwork, around May or June. And so this is what the summer is going to be like, allegedly. Child, who would have ever thought that you would hear me say, child, can we go back to, is Fatty on? Can we go back to the relationship panels and conversations? Because this shit is dangerous to the rest of us, in my opinion. This is so dumb.
I was really, really, really wrong because post-conviction, you have black people losing their minds, including attacking random white people over this conviction of Carmelo Anthony. And we got to talk about it because this is just get to the point where it is embarrassing, right? Black people.
It is insanity. And then as soon as they get caught for whatever foolishness that's in somebody's head, they're going to say it's racism. Like, didn't I tell y'all, like, racism doesn't even really mean anything anymore because everything is racist? He didn't have a jury of his peers. Blame his lawyer. Or maybe even blame the damn DA prosecutor. But y'all, what is coming out here acting like fucking fools gonna do to change any of that? This is not gonna bring that child home. That ain't gonna make nothing. File the freaking appeal. Donate money to them. Keep hope alive. But all this other stuff. So remember how people are saying there's going to be a race war? Well, seems like if it's going to be one, it's because of this shit right here. In my opinion. Am I saying that white people are absolved of anything? No, because they wildin' too. But I'm not white. Okay? So this is ridiculous. Well, when you're like, Kay, I agree with you. But when you have people who are leading these people that are allowing them to think that that's why I'm saying that they're the problem. Rolly and the crew, they're the problem. Because Jasmine, I don't even know what DL Hughley say today, but I know it was some ignorant shit. I know that for a fact without needing to listen to him. And they don't correct you. They don't say, sis, LTM. They're not going to say none of that. Thank you, boo. They're not going to say none of that. They're just going to let it continue to ride. They're just going to let it continue to ride. And I don't understand how this is supposed to push anything forward, how it's supposed to help anything, how it's supposed to help any black person, how it even helps Carmelo Anthony. How does it help? How does it help Carmelo Anthony? How does any of this help anyone at the end of the day, especially Carmelo Anthony?
Are embarrassing themselves in front of the country for the world to see over this situation. And I mean, honestly, it's kind of par for the course for black people, right? Again, I think videos like this is a great demonstration of why we're at the bottom, okay? Because it seems that black people are just not living in the same reality as everybody else. I used to think that it was very offensive for Democrats to basically compare the LGBTQ community and black people, but I'm at the point where I think that black folks are just as delusional as LGBTQ, right? Because like these people are not living in reality, right? Like they're just not living in reality. Let's go over some of the things that these people believe that's just not true. And these conspiracy theories just keep popping up more and more and more, right? And they're not going away. Like, for example, Carmelo Anthony.
Thank you, Helly Belly. Shout out to y'all that are here. I'm not even in a fun type of mood at all, y'all. I apologize in advance, but this shit is ridiculous. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I did see the interview, Prince. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I can't do it today. I cannot do it today. I'm going to go over it tomorrow. Shout out to Anton and Mr. Kemp.
Anthony was not jumped. Hunter Metcalf was not involved in physically attacking Carmelo Anthony. That didn't happen. Carmelo's father was not pictured with the judge, right? That is something that has also went viral. These pro-blacks, they're claiming that Carmelo's father and the judge and the DA are best friends. Except it's not true. It's not true. Also, Carmelo's lawyer is not a public defender. Mike Howard is a damn good lawyer. However, he could not defend Carmelo Anthony because Carmelo Anthony did not have a valid self-defense claim.
I mean, maybe that's the reason why. Because that, in my opinion, that wasn't a good, defense or whatever. Less than 24 full actual hours is crazy to me. But, if you had nothing to stand on, I guess that's the reason why. These people are just bringing out any old thing, whether it's true, whether it makes sense. It's just what they want it to be. So that's what it be. You know how we got here, though, with heifers sitting around talking about, what is it that they say? If it's not, I feel like it's something. It's something. You know what I mean? Oh, my truth. That's how we got here. That's exactly what it is. My truth. It's my truth. It's my truth. Girl, is it the truth? The question is it the truth. Nah, it's my truth. Okay, well, you and your truth can go on over there in the corner and leave me the hell alone, because I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear your truth. That's for you to wrestle with. We don't give a fuck. Big boy, I appreciate you. He says to cheer you up, I hope Mr. Messi take you to Pound Town for your birthday. You're so silly. Y'all so silly. Oh my God. I don't know. I just gotta go to bed. There's nothing that can cheer. I'm not down. I'm just like, OMG, what is going on? I'm flummoxed. I am flummoxed.
Defense case was so weak that even a good lawyer was not able to defend Carmelo Anthony with any type of real conviction, right? Couldn't do it. The jury pool was not all white. Okay, it was not an all-white jury pool, despite what these people keep claiming. Unfortunately, these conspiracy theories are growing, right? They're growing as Black people across the internet cope with the reality that Carmelo was convicted of murder, okay? And I want to play a highlight clip of just some of the stupidest takes, some of the conspiracy theories that are being spread by people who clearly don't read, right? They have no clue what actually happened, or they're just flat out lying. Regardless, it's really bad and it's really embarrassing. But this is currently what's happening. Take a look.
Carmelo Anthony was found guilty with the murder of Austin Metcalf. He was then sentenced to 35 years in prison. 2026 has been like a month that I think is going to be looked back a lot in history, especially Black America. A message has been sent to us, and I just found it so...
A month in history? No, sir. No. What is going on in 2026 that it's going to make history? Child, okay, it's going to be Black people's history, not real history, because there's nothing historic that has happened as far as I'm concerned. Y'all let me know. There's nothing. Anton and Corey, child, can we go back to the Anton and Corey days? Who thought that I would ever sit here and say that I want us to go back to the Anton versus Corey days at this point, y'all? Fun times, y'all. Fun times.
Funny that they had the Cyrus Belton trial and the Carmelo Anthony one back to back. Y'all don't find that strange?
No, we don't find it strange. This is what I found out about the Cyrus, this young man right here. This shit happened 3 years ago, Bueller. This shit happened 3 years ago. The trial just came a couple of weeks ago. Help me understand. Now all of a sudden everybody's all this expert in this case. Y'all it wasn't on y'all's radar. I didn't hear one damn peep about the damn thing. So y'all just come in at the end. You wasn't there for the family, you wasn't there in the beginning. You weren't there to help them through. But now at the end, yeah, everybody's supposed to just be like, oh my God, it's a conspiracy theory along with Carmelo. Child, you coloreds make up shit from out of the crack of your ass so good. Y'all might as well go see if you can work with Tyler Perry, child. Y'all might as well go ahead and see if you could go ahead and get a writer's gig, whatever, over there with Tyler Dan Perry. Y'all wasn't thinking about this child. You wasn't thinking about this family. You didn't know nothing. You wasn't talking about it. You wasn't videoing about it. Nothing. Nothing. Shout out to the Blakes. Was he in jail for 3 years? I don't know. Because again, if Reaper didn't tell me about it, I didn't know about it. I am on this YouTube more than y'all know. I'm not always making noise and I don't always announce myself, but I am always on this here YouTube. I didn't hear one word about it in 3 years. But now everyone's supposed to think that something that happened 3 years ago conveniently has something to do with something that happened last year. Last year in April. So they got something to, what do they have to do with it? Pro-blacks making shit up. Child, anything to fit a narrative, and the fact that other Black people just go along with it with no reasonable thinking, no critical thinking at all. There's no thinking going on. What did Trinidad say? A lobotomy? Some lobotomies need to be lobotomying. Some lobotomies need to be lobotomying. This is crazy. Oh, you don't think that has anything to do with anything? Absolutely not. One happened 3 years ago. One happened last damn year. What the fuck does one have to do with the other? Nothing. Ciao.
13-year-old walks into a store, falsely accused of stealing, so he runs away in fear of his life, gets shot in the back. His killer walks away free, not guilty. Self-defense. Then we have Carmelo Anthony, who's minding his business under a friend's tent. He defends himself against two thugs. They order him to leave the tent, have no jurisdiction over him. He defends himself. So the fact that they gave him first-degree murder, y'all, and not manslaughter, second-degree, first-degree, and even the fact, y'all, the judge, Austin's dad, have photos together on his Facebook page. The fact that the jury had not one black person on it.
I don't think the Carmelo Anthony case was really about self-defense. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but hear me out. Really, this is about the humanity of blackness versus the authority of whiteness. Black humanity and white authority.
Black humanity and white authority, y'all. These people are just as bad as the white women making shit up, making up new words and new phrases and attaching alleged wording to them. Just attach some shit to them, right? Just make some shit up. Black humanity and white authority. Who knew?
Can white people do whatever they want and say whatever they want to black people and get away with it, essentially? Austin Metcalf wouldn't have ran up on
So this fake narrative now.
Carmelo if he wouldn't have thought he had the authority to do so. But in the black community, who gives the authority to tell somebody to leave? And if it isn't an actual authority, we're gonna call it out. That's a bullet.
Yeah.
Blade was under the size.
That's okay.
But it was unlawful force.
Was it a switch? I don't know what he had.
It was like it seemed like it was a multi-tool, almost like a Swiss Army.
Like with like with the little scissors and everything and whatever. So it was small. Well, I would argue the size of it alone, you wouldn't even think it's a deadly weapon.
First and foremost, the one thing that I would ask for people to do at this moment is pray for the end.
I wonder if she's gonna stop putting a wig on. What do y'all think? Because there's supposed to be no Asian buying products or anything. What's she waiting for? She should take it off now, honestly. And Roland is platforming this person. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Roland is platforming this person. I don't even know. Who the hell is this? Thelma Anderson, creator of the Public Opinion Court and author, Shut Up and Prosecute. So I guess she's supposed to be smart because it sounds like maybe she's a lawyer maybe or something. I don't know.
Family, because they have been legally lynched for the last year. And more so by this slaughterhouse of a courthouse as well as the family of the Metcalfs. So the energy right now is very white supremacy. They have shown up to be the pigs that they display with hate. They are.
Thank you, Helly, for another jewel. So I appreciate you, boo. So we're just gonna. So this is antagonizing. Just keep talking about white people. Just keep saying shit about white people. Just keep saying what you want. And then as soon as they say something, you're gonna say that it's racism, which is what it's been. And I've said this too. I've said this before. I said, y'all gonna keep, not y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna keep sitting up here and saying shit. You say shit. Then you get upset when they say something, but you're saying something against them. You think they're not gonna say something against you? Like, what are we talking about? Like, that's just common fucking sense. Nope. It's absolutely grifting, but JP, I agree with you, but I feel like this is getting fucking dangerous at this point. Like, you running off at the mouth, fine, but people like Jasmine now are just out here. Rolly is platforming people. They on TMZ. They on major news, things. It's one thing when you hear on the tube. You know what I'm saying? It's something different when you're being platformed and more people can see it. I'm not even going to my Facebook page, child, because if I see somebody talking stupid there, I don't even know. I'm staying away from it.
Celebrating the loss of life and a loss of freedom. So that's the energy. We have a devastated family who didn't know that they was going to have to let their son go back into a holdover.
Thank you, boo.
Because we have an overzealous prosecutor who lied throughout this trial, who put on liars as witnesses in order to be a saving grace for the white community so that they can win an election. That's what it feels like right now.
We already seen the prosecutor make clear that he wants it to be a long sentencing.
What I heard from this man today is indicative of why it's important that it's people that look like us that are in courtrooms like that. This man disregarded human life the entire trial. He invoked race. He equated Dallas County as being the ghetto, opposed to Frisco being safe. They propaganda a photo of the deceased with black people around praying, saying this is community. They use us as a prop in order to pitch their lynching. This man has been known to be an overzealous prosecutor when it comes to us. He see us as what was that statement that free labor? That's what he see us as.
We already got the money set aside for appeals bond. Why? All white jury, the judge and the DA are buddies. along with the dad, best friends. That's been our trump card. We already knew that. God has spoken, and you cannot make me believe that as many gray-haired white women on that jewelry that's dealing with white guilt about going to heaven is not going to have no compassion about a kid that's been straight A from the time he's ever read a book in school, has no history of violence, has saved children's lives by risking his own life by jumping in and saving somebody from drowning.
People care about. Nobody gives a fuck about nothing we give a fuck about, bro. They don't care about saving us, bro. They don't care about, they ain't even giving a fuck how it looked no more, bro. This shit look all racist. We look like we back in the 50s, but they don't even care. They doing it in our face and showing us we still don't mean nothing to them, bro.
This is like we're back in the 50s. This is like we back in the 50s. Is that what y'all saying? Not y'all. Are you kidding me right now? This is like back in the 50s?
They showing us every day, every which way, bro. How did you turn around and convict Carmelo Anthony of a murder like this after y'all just let Rick Chow off a murder?
They really do be trying to paint things together. So one state's supposed to go like another state. Maybe this is the CIA so that they can sit here and put this mess together around, the same time to make it seem like it's a conspiracy or something. Damn conspiracy. What the hell are we talking about? Thank you, Sevenfold, for the jewels. I appreciate you. Grits and Bacon, thank you, honey. Said that 14-year-old boy should have never had that weapon. Nobody wants to talk about that. I thought that these cases could be teaching lessons. Do I think that child over in South Carolina should be deceased? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am the one that said that people in neighborhoods where you're not treated properly should stop patronizing and they should open businesses. What are they saying? Everybody has to stop buying Asian. Who the fuck you talking to? You don't tell me what to do with my hard-earned motherfucking money. You never will. Like, I don't know why these people think they own or run anything, but that's never going to happen. Okay, so take that where back there. For those people that want to listen to those people, those are the people that are always being led. Those are the people that continue to not have anything. And then they continue to blame someone else because they want to listen to people that don't give a damn about them. Never, ever, no way. Now that young man, listen, it looked like what it looked like. Should he be taken out of here? No. But the understanding is that they overcharged that daggone man. And guess what? They paid the money to get that lawyer. And again, I don't feel like going over it today. I'm not in the mood for it. But from what I heard when I listened to the interview, he cost a pretty ass penny. He cost a pretty ass penny. Shout out to him. Everything don't come cheap, and you don't get no discounts just because you share the same skin complexion as I. That is the answer. Everybody want a discount and then wonder why they can't come up off of nothing. No, you charge what you charge and stick to it. But that's not what it is. Can you hook me up? Can you give me a discount? And the funny thing is that not only is there opportunity, regardless of what their mouths say, for them to open up businesses and everything in their own communities, it also is some work. Just like RBN was talking about the other day on his channel about Steak and Shake and how much you have to invest and what you get out of it. Black people not going to do that. I mean, if you're going to say that you own a business just because you sell hair or you make tumblers or you make purses or whatever simple ass thing that is not necessary in life, and you think that that's some business that the community needs, then I guess that is why you all are out here looking insane right now. Thank you, Trey. Thank you for being a member. He said, hey, Messi, I know that you was on Anton's live this morning, but did you hear Charleston White on the phone crying? I was on the floor crying and laughing. Fa told me about it. And maybe I'll go to it since he just got played a second ago. But I came in on the end of that. I was like, I know you effing lying. What is going on right now? Especially after seeing what was just played. Because I saw that last night. And then to hear him this morning, I'm like, no, wait a damn minute. What in the hell? I'm like, what is he crying for? What are we talking about? I cannot, y'all. I don't. Listen. Child. Let me see. I'll see if I can find it. But this is so crazy. This is ridiculous as per usual. Ace, thank you so much for the super stickers. Very generous of you. I appreciate you. Please, y'all, make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Shout out to Grits and Bacon with another 5. Thank you, hun. That 17-year-old knew better than to have that knife. I don't feel sorry. When we were his age, we knew better. Generation X, you was getting hands. Absolutely. Absolutely. But let's be fair. It's allegedly legal on a lower, depending on the size of it, in Texas, which is the reason why won't these people look up what is allowed and what isn't allowed instead of just going by what someone has said, what someone has said, and what they heard, especially from people like Rowley and them that have been, and Jasmine Crockett, that have been race hustling or a ghetto boy. Like, seriously, people really are listening to Willie fucking D. That's crazy.
You got all these Asians coming up trying to tell us how we should feel.
We have to teach our children to keep their hands to themselves because potentially a black person might stab you. Don't you think that's a good lesson to teach your children?
It's a good lesson, Hotep, if you're trying to perpetuate the worst stereotypes that people out there say in terms of what to do when you're around certain demographics.
I'm pretty sure if we look at social media, that stereotype already exists. Elon pushes it every day, so let's not act like I'm making it up.
Well, no, you're not making it up. You're perpetuating it.
Yes, I am, because that's how we operate.
Well, who's the we?
Black people. We have a fuck around and find out policy. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Keep your hands to yourself because we might hurt you. That is evident, and we are not apologetic about that. That is a stereotype, and stereotypes, just like you wouldn't walk into a tiger cage and mess with a tiger because it'll bite your head off. You don't want to fuck with black people because we might fucking kill you. I'm not afraid of the stereotype. Whether you want to teach your kids the stereotype or not, doesn't matter to me. But I would tell my children, white, black, Latino, Asian, don't put your hands on people unless it's in self-defense. That's where the conversation starts with me. Had Austin Metcalf had his father around, but his father was beating on his wife, unfortunately. Had his father been around, he could have taught him to keep his hands to himself. But obviously he learned from his father.
That mess ain't true. Somebody might be getting some slander, information, child, whatever the hell it is, as they out here wilding the fuck out.
Not to keep his hands to himself. That's why I say we need to have that talk with our children. Again, you won't agree to that, and that's problematic.
I won't agree to that. It's always best to keep your hands to yourself to avoid conflict. We can all agree with that. If your point is to say it's always best to avoid conflict with us because we will fucking kill you if we don't like the way you touched us, congrats on setting relations back 100 years by confirming the worst stereotypes that anybody's ever had. And by the way, when Scott Adams said what he said, well, you don't think so, but and maybe if you want to talk about statistical overrepresentation when it comes to crime, it's that mentality that actually contributes to that statistical overrepresentation. And maybe you should be focusing on the right lessons for your community as opposed to what you think is the right lessons for the white community.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because I have no interest in telling black people to turn into pussies. No, we are violent people. Humans are violent people. We've seen that all throughout history. If white people want to die, no, we are violent people. Humans are violent people. We've seen that all throughout history. If white people pussies, no, we are violent people. Humans are violent people. We've seen that all throughout history. If white people want pussies, no, we are violent people. Humans are violent people. We've seen that all throughout history. If white people want pussies, no, we are violent people. Humans are violent people.
He's sitting up here saying that black people are violent people. Black people are violent people. This is what this Negro right here is saying right now. And people are going to go listen to him as opposed to taking this opportunity to teach your children something so that they don't get into this kind of mess. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. All this fighting for Carmelo, gentlemen, and nobody fights this hard for you. Nobody gives you 10% of this fight. Say I'm lying. Listen, law-abiding black men working, going to work, coming home, eating, watching TV, maybe go to a movie, go smoke a cigar, in the military, doing blue-collar jobs, have wives, have children, have families, or don't, raising your children, just trying to live day to day. You can't get any respect at all. You can't get any biatch to show you any respect. You ain't shit. You ain't got shit. You ain't about shit. Maybe you make $65,000. You ain't shit. Maybe you make $90,000. You ain't shit. Maybe you make $125,000. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't got shit. You're a bum. You suck. You need to give me all your money. Let's go to Kobe for a second. Kobe Bryant, one of the best basketball players ever, amassed all the money. Whatever goes on in his personal life between him and his wife is his business. Let's be honest. What goes on between two people in a relationship is their business. Him and his baby girl, who's half black and half Hispanic, I believe, are killed in a plane crash. And all those bitches was concerned about is that his money is going to a non-black woman when his kids are still here. This is how much these people don't give a damn and how much they can't stand y'all. This is how much they can't stand y'all. Unless you're dead or you're a criminal. That's when you get all the respect. Is that the holdout? Is that why y'all not SYCBMing? You wait until you turn on the criminality or until you die, and then you're gonna be like, all right, I get it then. All right, I'll get it then. I can get my respect. I can get some kindness. I can get some love, and they will go and fight for me should I be killed. You think? Is that when y'all gonna get it? Because, child, like I said, imagine if you got 10% of all of this support for you and what you bring to the table, as they say, and what you have to offer in the law-abiding life that you're leading. How about that?
Seen that all throughout history. If white people want to die because they're putting their hands on the people, you can teach your people to be peaceful. I'm not telling black people to be peaceful. I'm not telling black people to lay down and let people push them. We're not doing that. That's what you white people like to do. We're not doing that. So no, if you guys have a stereotype, and if the stereotype 13 and 50, it exists all throughout social media, everybody's talking about it nowadays, especially now with this trial. I'm not here to fight that. You can think it's wrong. I believe it's right. I believe in defending myself. And if it has to escalate, then it is what it is.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Honestly, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just speechless at this point in regards to the mental gymnastics that I am witnessing of delusional people defending this, right? And then you have some who just, say the quiet part out loud, which is that, yeah, black people are violent savages who cannot control themselves. And, hey, if you end up pushing a black person, then expect to be stabbed in the heart, right? As a result. Okay, that's how savage and unhinged black people are, right? And you have black people who are basically confirming this and saying, yeah, no, that's totally how we are. And they're proud of that, right? And then they wonder why is it that black people haven't built the damn thing, right? Why black people are still at the bottom, why we can't get ahead, why we're the laughing stock, really, of this country, to be honest with you. I'm just keeping it all to 100. Behind closed doors, every race is having this conversation and they're pointing the finger at black people and they're saying, these people are embarrassing, okay? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been behind those closed doors and yeah, I've heard these conversations and it is what it is. I can't even be mad about it. I can't even dispute it. I can't. Look at this. All the evidence is there, right? All the evidence is there. I'm not entirely sure. How is it that you expect to live in a civilized society where people are basically saying a push justifies somebody being stabbed in the heart? But that same mindset, that same psychology is why black neighborhoods are so violent. Why black people experience so much violence at the hands of other black folks. It's the low impulse behavior that is being justified and glorified by a lot of individuals on the internet, right? Who then boo-hoo, whine, and cry about stereotyping and profiling and why do they think that black people are so violent? Why do they treat me like this? It's because this is how you present yourself, right? That's why you get treated the way that you get treated. I mean, this is not hard to figure out. So the unfortunate reality is that these people are so brainwashed that they're now running around and attacking random white people over this conviction of Carmelo. Like this video that is going super viral on the internet featuring one of these, again, criminals, right? Running around attacking a random white person because of this.
Hey, what, you on jury selection?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Seriously. No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He was on jury selection.
He done that, dude. He did that. He ain't been on jury selection.
Fuck you. You gonna die. You on jury? What you on jury?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
You on jury selection? You was on jury selection? Oh, not for Anthony, not for Carmelo Anthony. Oh, all right, might be. I thought you was on jurisdiction for Carmelo. Might be.
So if he called him the N-word, he would say that was racist. So if he went and called him the N-word, he would say that that was racist. How dare you call me the N-word? This is what's going on. This is what I'm talking about. Dangerous for all of us by these assholes acting like this. Grits and Bacon, thank you. He said, where is the outrage on black crime? Never going to be that. Never going to be that. It has to be somebody else, some other race. y'all still don't matter. Y'all still don't matter. You don't get no type of support like this. But now they think this is a time to go out here and just be, listen, I'm not going to say what's really on my mind. Like in my head, I don't want to say it out loud, and I don't want to say it on this here too. But I'm not coming to help anyone. Not.
Man, what? Wow. Yeah, this is the country that we're living in, guys, where you have these individuals, and I know he probably did this as a joke to go viral, right? So they're running around attacking random white people, accusing them of being on the Carmelo Anthony jury pool, even though this is in Florida, right? A whole nother state, and you got people using this as excuse to run around.
Wait, Florida? They did this in Florida, knowing Florida don't play no games? Child, no thinking going on at all. That's okay. Once they find out, and because I mean, you're posting it, so what's that one sheriff down there in Florida? I don't know if this is his county, but he don't play. They don't play no games in Florida. NAACP done already told y'all that they're racist in Florida. I mean, I don't understand. I believe they're racist in every state, but if you going about your business and don't be hitting random white people, you'll probably be fine. Oh, you wouldn't go to a sundown town? No, I won't. You're right, I won't. And I won't go to the hood either. What are we talking about? I'm not stupid. Yeah, that is his name. Grady. Yeah. Yo, shout out to y'all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for letting me know. I totally forget his name.
Attacking people based off their race. And see, here's the irony of this, right? Here's the irony. There's a ton of black people in
supporting
the comment section defending this, right? They think it's okay. They laugh and they kiki and ha-ha about, oh man, this is so funny. This is so funny, right? But here's the crazy part, right? The same argument that they're making right now to justify what Carmelo did, Carmelo murdering Austin Metcalf, had this man got up and stabbed this guy in the heart, right? Because he was attacked. According to the arguments of the so-called pro-blacks, the Carmelo Anthony defenders, he would be in the right. It would be self-defense, right? Think about that. Think about that. The same people who are defending Carmelo Anthony, claiming that he acted in self-defense, they're cool with this, right? They're not telling this guy, hey, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself, right? That you're not supposed to put your hands on people like this. All of a sudden, that goes out the window when a black person attacking a white guy, right? Crazy how that works. Because again, if the white guy got up and defended himself, and then this individual ended up losing his life as a result, apparently this is him. He looks like all the rest of them, right?
Oh, he got caught already?
Then again, these people will be boo-hoo and cry. Oh, well, see, this is wrong. You can't.
Oh, child, y'all already know. I'm backing up off of the street. I'm back. This is who they think is funny. This is who they will support. There's probably a GoFundMe for him. And you sassy straights get what? You sassy straights with your normal haircuts, your normal shape ups. What do you get? What are you gonna get? Child.
Can't use deadly force just because you got hit. That's what they be saying. That's exactly what they would be saying. They be demanding that this man be thrown in prison, right? For the rest of his life. So, it's shameful, it's embarrassing, it's humiliating, and there's no bottom for black people in this country. And you hate to basically characterize all black people that way, but it's so many of these individuals that are coming out and saying stuff like this. It's like, all right, well, maybe that is what a lot of black people think. I don't know, but it's insane. But you have people flooding Carmelo's gifts and go with money after the murder conviction. Donations pouring in. Most of the people, anonymous, of course, right? They don't want to put their name or their identity behind their donations to a murderer, right? But that's what they were doing. They were.
I want them to give. Good. You should give to them. Give to them. Have fun. Enjoy that. Enjoy it. I knew this was coming. It's not even a question. It wasn't even a question. I don't want to see one. I can't afford the eggs. I can't afford the milk videos, child. We gonna have a ball on the second half. I realize it's not quite 6 months. My bad, y'all. The end of June, it will be a full 6 months of the year, half of the year. But yeah, we here for it. We here for it. Shout out to Wayne Lundy in the building. He says, "Stay sassy, men. We ain't stupid. They keep touching our butts. It's time to stand up." You don't get an nth of this. Y'all don't get none of this support. You don't get none of this fight for y'all. All you get is you need to have a ABCD, live in a house with you and your wife. If you have a son, you get your toxic masculinity, part of the patriarchy. What else is it? You ain't shit. All of this is what y'all get. Law-abiding black men ain't bothering nobody, ain't giving nobody a hard time, and you ain't shit. But they gonna go ahead and fight for a criminal, a red rummer. They're gonna fight for that dude that they just showed with the crazy ass hair. Thank you, M. Green. I appreciate you. They're gonna fight for that thing with the crazy ass hair, and now everything is gonna be racist. And y'all now, after all the things that we've talked about, you now have to come through and be aligned to your race now in this stupidity that's going on because you black, they black, and everybody is black. That's the reason why. But when you're just living your life and when you're just being normal, because normal is acting white, y'all. Okay? That's why someone would say, I am a pick-me for getting married. That's why someone would say, you talk white, because in real life, I really don't talk ebonically. I talk like a normal person. These are the people that say code switching is an issue because allegedly that's acting white, even though you oddly probably work for someone who is white. So I would be a little bit confused as to why you wouldn't do with the job that you want them to pay you the money for so that you can afford life, do what they want. But that's racist. Microaggressions. Thank you for this, Lawrence. Let me go ahead and switch over here for a second. I didn't even know this was a thing. I've been watching so much foolishness, I didn't go watch any real news. This is from Dallas Fort Worth, Fox 4. Carmelo Anthony officially transported to a correctional center.
24 hours after being sentenced for the murder of Austin Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony has been moved out of Collin County and into the state's prison system. This is the picture just sent to us within.
Wow, let me get that, child. Look, they shaved his head? Wow, they shaved his head, didn't they? Wow. That's the outfit for jail, y'all? Wow. Wow. Thank you, Smetty. Child, you know I can't see. Hold on. Smetty, thank you, boo. She said, thank you for keeping it real and bringing the truth. No problem. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Shout out to y'all that are here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. This is Carmelo, the new and improved Carmelo.
In the last half hour from the TDCJ, we're told he's being held in the Wallace PAC unit near Navasota, a little more than 70 miles northwest of Houston. Fox 4's Alex Boyer is following that and Anthony's appeal that started today. He joins us now live with an update. Alex.
Yeah, a lot happening since he was convicted and sentenced, Steve. Carmelo Anthony has filed that notice to appeal. I can tell you it's with the 5th Supreme Judicial District of Texas. That's here in Dallas. And looking over the document, I thought it was interesting that Anthony notes that he is destitute and is now asking for a court-appointed attorney.
What? What?
Notice to appeal. I can tell you it's with the 5th Supreme Judicial District of Texas. That's here in Dallas. And looking over the document, I thought it was interesting that Anthony notes that he is destitute and is now asking for a court-appointed attorney.
I want to make sure that it's clear.
Now we're back to the public defender when they were saying that there was not a public defender before. This be too much to keep up with. Not sweat equity fashion, but I like that. That's funny, girl. Shout out to Wayne Lundy, member for 42 months. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. He says, got a arm. Oh, Lord, hold on, child. Got a Arma RC, then I bought 6 in the last 3 months. No different than 8 wigs in 2 months. That's about 2,000. I'd rather waste on me all 2027. I want to know when these heifers is going to stop wearing all this hair. I'm not participating, of course. But since everybody want to do all this stuff, I want them to do it first. I want them to do it first. But they need a public defender. After all that, did they really? Somebody had said in the chat earlier that they shut down the GoFundSend, whatever it's called. Did they really get rid of that for them? Woo!
Here, I think to everybody that when you begin to see appeals in the Carmelo Anthony case, it's not because something has, something is just glaringly like it was just this bias and everything was terrible. It is absolutely the next natural step.
Criminal defense attorney Bryn Mawr, who is not involved in the Carmelo Anthony case, is giving some legal insight into what happens next now that the 19-year-old has been convicted of murder for the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf.
This process is not over. I think that it's important that people understand that the appellate process is a necessary part of our criminal justice system.
On Wednesday, Anthony filed a notice of appeal to the Fifth Court of Appeals in Dallas. In it, Anthony states that he is a penniless, destitute, and indigent person, too poor to employ counsel.
Oh, they did this because mom and dad get their money don't count anymore. So now that he's 19, he's an adult. So he's destitute, indigent, penniless, too poor. Shout out to the poors. Let me see. Carmelo Sincere Anthony, defendant's notice of appeal and pauper oath appointment of attorney on appeal. Well, maybe all the donations will help. Instead of them being out here acting like assholes, they can pool their money together and give it on to him.
He goes on to say, I pray that the court will appoint an attorney to represent me in this appeal.
You're going to always appeal on sizable sentences to make sure that as you objected, and if those objections were overruled for whatever reason, that some higher body, some higher court is going to say to that lower court, you didn't do that right, or nope, all good. And if everything is all good, that sentence stands.
While that appeal plays out, Anthony, who had been under house arrest up until his conviction Tuesday, will begin serving his 35-year prison sentence.
Does house arrest sound, is house arrest equivalent to time served, y'all? I don't know. I don't deal with criminals. So if he was on house arrest for a year, does that count towards the 35 or no? Charleston White was crying this morning. I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up after this.
Anthony must serve at least half of that, more than 17 years, before he is eligible for parole.
Parole eligibility and parole release are not the same thing. So at the halfway mark is when Carmelo Anthony becomes eligible for parole. Whether or not that parole will be granted is up to a totally different body that's inside of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
And so it's worth pointing out that in the state of Texas, a convict does not have a choice as to where they will serve out their or their sentence, rather. Ultimately, it comes down to where there is room and where Anthony is safe. And as of tonight, we know where he's ended up.
Wow.
This verdict sends a clear message. Violence like this won't be tolerated in our Collin County community.
Carmelo Anthony is now a convicted killer. This is his new mugshot after being sentenced to 35 years behind bars for the murder of Austin Metcalf. But perhaps the most emotional moments came before Anthony was led away. Face to face with the man convicted of killing their son, Austin Metcalf's family unleashed their pain in a series of powerful victim impact statements. And there was one thing Anthony refused to do, despite a direct plea from Austin's father as he delivered his final heartbreaking words before the teen killer was taken to prison. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Hey guys, on today's show, Vinny Politan will be joining me from Court TV, host of Vinny Politan Investigates. We're going to be talking everything money back. I use it a ton. Maybe I'm pumping gas. Maybe I'm doing.
And instead, be level-headed and patient as the process worked. And today, the process delivered accountability.
Now, Vinny Politan of Court TV, he's going to join me here in a moment, and we're going to talk about this trial and this sentence and whether it was fair. But before we get to that, I want to talk about the words that the Metcalf family had for their son's killer. Austin Metcalf's mom was the first one to give a victim impact statement. And she said to Carmelo Anthony, quote, "My house is now quiet." Megan Metcalf also went on to say, "We will never know what our future could have been. For journalists, activists, this is a story. For our family, this is our reality. He didn't die. He was taken from us," Austin's mom said. She also directly said this to Carmelo Anthony: "You should feel lucky you got 35 years because I have been given a life sentence without my son." According to WFAA TV in Dallas, Anthony was looking down mostly during these victim impact statements. Jeff Metcalf, Austin's dad, also gave a scathing victim impact statement to Carmelo Anthony, and he demanded the 19-year-old look him in the eye. He said, quote, "Don't look down." Jeff Metcalf went on to say this was never about race. It was about right and wrong. My boys weren't bullies. I've been swatted 6 times, Jeff Metcalf said, talking about how he had been targeted, he says, by activists and people who supported Carmelo Anthony as this case went on since April of last year. He said, my son's death destroyed the person I used to be. He does not exist anymore. People think grief is sadness. It is not. It is rage, pure, unfiltered rage. He also said this directly to Carmelo Anthony, quote, "You don't belong in this community. A piece of me died with my son. I'm expected to keep living. You're going to prison. I forgave you the day it happened. I don't forgive what you did." Carmelo Anthony did not make eye contact with Austin's dad during the victim impact statement, and he also didn't address the court. And of course, he didn't testify during this trial. Austin's dad said this to Carmelo Anthony: "You can't look me in the eyes, but you can stab my bleeping son." WFAA also says that Jeff Metcalf stared at Carmelo Anthony the entire time he walked by him in the courtroom, standing only a couple of feet away. Join me now to talk more about this. Court TV's Vinny Politan, host of Vinny Politan Investigates, which you can find on the Court TV YouTube channel. Good to see you, Vinny. Thanks for doing this. I know you've been covering the Carmelo Anthony case just like we have.
All right, Shaw, I'm not about to sit here and listen to them. Let me see. Anton did something else. So he got this series of reviews, I guess, reactions that he did. PBE says he's appealing his sentence of prison time, not his conviction of guilt by the jury in the evidence. He's accepted his guilt. The evidence was crystal clear. Well, it looks like the rest of the color community didn't accept it, though. They out here wilding. This title says Black culture failed Cyrus Carmack and Carmelo Anthony. Man says it's a lack of accountability. Lord.
Now, my opinion on this situation might be a little different from a lot of people, but I'm going to tell you anyway. And if you don't like it, so be it. What happened to that boy was unfortunate. However, I'm not finna sit around and act as if this boy is innocent or if this boy was just some little perfect angel. First of all, why are you on the internet with a gun? Where your parents was at before then? Why wasn't your parents
they talking about Cyrus now.
Telling you, hey, look, man, get off the internet with them guns. What you got a gun for anyway? Do you got beef out here? You got problems? Any of that?
You know what? You can have a gun. You can, teach your kids at a young age. I just don't think that was the case. Nobody wants to talk about that part. That doesn't mean that Cyrus shouldn't be here, but it's not a good look, right? And while, the mama wanted to say all kids make mistakes, all kids figure things out, I agree. I know that to be true. But to have a weapon, if we're not teaching you how to utilize it and use it, no. I'm talking about stuff like, this is what my bratty ass kids would do. They would eat food in their rooms when I said not to. They would bring utensils and bowls and plates and shit into their rooms when I told them not to. And then when I go through, because they wouldn't clean their rooms, and I would go through there and toss shit out, then I would find spoons, not knives, spoons and forks. Because it's a child who has kids and ever lost was like, where did all the forks go? Where did all the spoons go? Well, it was up in their damn rooms. Okay, that's what they do. They sneak out at night. Yes, they probably did. If they did, they never told me. I know I did. Okay, but the odds are they probably did. Well, they probably didn't because we had an alarm. So actually, they probably didn't sneak out because we had an alarm. But I have no doubt that there was. I remember one time I dropped my daughter off at a party. And not 15 minutes later, she said they were shooting. I came right back and got her. I said, no more parties. No more parties, child. That was the end of parties, right? Let me see. What else dumb shit did they do? So much dumb shit, right? But guess what you also have to do? You have to discipline them. You have to tell them that they're wrong. You have to punish them for their consequences. You don't know how many times it was a no TV weekend, y'all. No cell phone. Once the cell phone came out, come home with bad grades. Have somebody call me talking about you was talking in class. Girl, if you don't get it together, let it happen again. No, these people think that they should be able to do whatever they want. Everyone should accept it because they're them. That's just, that is the dangerous message at the end of the day, y'all. Besides the fact that you sassy straights are worth nothing unless nobody cares about you unless you're dead, you're a criminal. Just FYI. If you want a woman to fight for you or look for you or cut for you, y'all, just gentlemen, sassy straights, I'm talking to the blicks. Just become a criminal or die. It's as simple as that. Okay? I'm just here to let you know. You're welcome. But yeah, kids are a pain in the ass. This what's happened with these two cases is an opportunity to explain to children that actions have consequences. You cannot do whatever you want to do. You have to follow the law. You should not well, they can't explain it to him, but you should not, or they can explain it to the rest of the kids. You should not be walking around with a weapon because you don't know how to use it. And from what I understand, he had one in the chamber, meaning Cyrus, in his weapon. So if you're not being taught how to utilize them, you shouldn't have it. If you are, if somebody touches you, then, well, I was told that you find an adult. A lot of people say you fight back, but fight back now, these days, are weapons. So why are we not teaching our kids that we need to do better than this? Don't do that, because trust me, at the end of the day, it's not going to be worth it if you are not this type of child. So the guilt will eat you alive. Because I don't think that Carmelo is like a thuggish child or anything like that. Clearly got some issues. Now he's going to have to live with that. I'm pretty sure since he started sobbing, because the only one that was crying, from what I understand from Julio Fulio, is that Sean Gaithright person. So if Carmelo started sobbing, they said sobbing, then he might have a rough time. I just don't think he's a thug. Couple of them dudes from Julio Fulio, they sitting up there looking like they was already hardened criminals, which maybe they were, child. I don't know. Thank you, honey. He said there's a pile of popcorn under the bed. I ain't tell Siobhan because I know Isaac did it. He's 5. That's one twin. I can't blame his brother. Listen, there was popcorn, there was food on the floor, stuff stained in the damn carpet, and then it's always like, I don't know. How you don't know? It's your room. What are we talking about? Like, they didn't even share a room. They always had separate rooms. So it's not even like you could say, oh, the other one did it. You don't even share a room. What are you talking about? Punishment, child. Now I got to go get the damn carpets clean. What the hell? Shit. They were a mess, y'all. They were girls. They were a mess. Girls are a mess. They each have their own unique issues, clearly, boys and girls. But child, girls will test your patience as the mother child. Ain't no lies being told. Woo!
They need to be addressing that situation right there, the parents, before anything else may have happened or transpired after that. Secondly, while you in the stove, taking water, putting it back, you looking suspicious. Now, I know a lot of people gonna say, well, the store owner and his son shouldn't have ran him down or chased him. Well, I think you got to look into the laws that's out there. You are able to do that in those different states. Now, some states are different, like California. If somebody is shoplifting, you can't run out though. You can't chase them, none of that. You just got to let it be what it's going to be. And then truthfully, I was a security guard at one time and some years ago. And if somebody shoplifted, I'm not about to chase you down. That's just my opinion. I ain't getting paid enough for it. It ain't my store. I don't own the goods. So no, I'm not going to do it. It's a wrap. Now, thirdly, what got the boy actually shot was because he had a gun on. He dropped the gun in the midst of running and turned around and pointed the gun. So bam, he ended up getting shot. Look, that's his fault. Being honest, if that store owner wanted to shoot the boy prior to that, he could have did it right after the store, after they made it out the store, but he didn't. So something had to transpire outside of what a camera stopped seeing what happened. Something had to transpire.
This is one of the rare Black people that I've seen that has some kind of critical thinking skills, that is thinking outside of the narrative, thinking outside of the talking points. I'm assuming maybe he even watched a little bit of the trial so that he can get the details, because a lot of people are putting out misinformation. They're saying anything, anywhere, anytime. They speaking based off of what they heard, a game of telephone, and nobody is actually able to speak to the case itself. I've even spoken to the lawyer, right? And I plan on having him on a show tomorrow morning on the Millionaire Morning Show, so make sure y'all tune in for that. And he gave me some details. So we're looking to break that down. We're looking to have that conversation. But very few people are able to think critically because they're so focused on race. They're so focused on racism.
And part of the reason that they are so focused on race, because they've been led by all those pros that we didn't already named. They've been riling them up. They've been following through, including Willie D, Rolly, them 3 girls, all of them. And now that's all that they see. That's all that they know. That's the only thing that they have. No one is thinking. No one is thinking critically. And I want the videos when y'all see them, okay? Because if these people really are believing all this and doing all this for real, y'all, they should be doing it at their jobs. So when they start losing them, send me those damn videos. You heard? I went in there and I was exercising my right to talk about Carmelo Anthony. And these white supremacists had the nerve to fire me. They don't do none of this for any of you sassy straights. They don't do none of this for you sassy straights. What do you get? Ass to kiss. Unless you dead or a criminal. That's the only time that you get any amount of attention. You clearly have to be deceased or you have to be a criminal, which fits right into the narrative that these people, I'm talking about the biatches, love Hook Nug and Ray Ray and all of those jackasses with the crazy ass hair of the one that they caught that damn quick. So as a lot more blacks go to jail, if they're really doing this stuff, we're just going to sit here and watch. Send me the videos, child. I'll do it. Send me all of them. All of them. Exactly. Dummism. I didn't realize it would have so much more meaning, child. Dummism, child. Dummism.
And that's why you see so many people trying to boycott Asian stores now. And they're not just boycotting.
Listen. My trainer said there was a video where people was like, the Asians are like, oh no, come back. All right, that might be one store, but I'm telling you, these bitches ain't giving up the hair. Lie to your mom. They are not giving up the spiders, makeup, and weave. Say I'm lying. Are black women giving up the spiders, makeup, and weave, y'all? Because we all know where it comes from. What do y'all think? Heifers we done seen today that's been out here with Rolly Roll and all them other people. They still wearing them wigs, weaves, and whatnot. Jazzy, when you taking that shit off? You should want to advertise. You should want to advertise for them, and they so bad you should be getting rid of it. You should have been gotten rid of it. You should have burned it. Y'all should have went outside and supported Cyrus and burned them bitches to the ground. Burn them to the ground. What happened?
I know the black community want to be in an uproar, and they want to most definitely boycott this, boycott that. Oh, we ain't going back to Asian stores. Stop lying. Yes, y'all are. A lot of y'all women gonna be right up in there this weekend to try to get your little lace fronts and your wigs.
Oh, y'all. Oh, I gotta see if I can make some time to go to the local Asian spot and let me see how many black women are in there for y'all. I never said, I'm not participating in this bullshit. Not for any other reason that no one tells me what to do with my own money. But I'm gonna see if I can get in there, and then I'll take a video for y'all.
Nails and your eyelashes. So stop lying. Stop capping like you ain't gonna go. Yes, you are. Now we want to boycott and protest about stuff like this. However, we ain't doing none of that when it's still black on black crime. Now people gonna say, oh, well, you trying to flip it. You trying to change it. No, I'm trying to tell the truth. We don't do all this boycotting when it comes to black on black crime. We wanted to boycott Target, Walmart. We wanted to protest for George Floyd, which was a crackhead and had a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach, which was a black lady. But yet we don't talk about that or address that situation. We just looked at the fact that the police did what he did to George Floyd, which I don't agree about him having his knee on the neck. But at the same time, he still had fentanyl in his system, and he was
and Chauvin is in jail. They want to bring up all these people who are not in jail. Well, look who is in jail. Well, and try to equate things that aren't even equivocable. There are different states. How are you trying to make shit stick when there are in different states with different laws? Just even South Carolina and freaking Texas. Oh, it's the same thing. So someone shouldn't have killed Cyrus, but it was okay for Carmelo to kill Austin. Child.
Crackhead. He was a drug addict. So no, we out here protesting and boycotting for the wrong stuff, but yet we ain't addressing the situations and the things that's going on in our community. Like I said, which is black on black crime, on top of the high rate of black women aborting babies. 1 million babies a year. That's crazy. And wonder why we got the lowest rate in the United States at what, 13% of the population. Now let's go to the single mother household. We ain't addressing that situation. We ain't addressing the deadbeat daddy situations.
Let me tell you why it's important and that he hitting every single point. I almost think that he maybe even watched my podcast. But let me tell you why it's dope that he's hitting every single point. Is because he's going into the core root of why we are in this situation in the first place.
I don't disagree, which is the same stuff that we've been talking about for how long, right? You're going to bed. Good night, boo. I understand. This shit is depressing. The exact same reasons, no fathers in the household, bunch of women with their emotions, raising emotional children, specifically men, boys, of which they're doing the best at that too. They the mama and the daddy. Okay, Father's Day is coming up, I think, this weekend. They're the mama and a daddy, right? That's the things that you all get. That's what y'all get, okay? No respect at all. You can't even be in the child's life, your son's life or your daughter's life, unless you give them what they want. It costs you to be in your own kid's life. You got to pay, you got to give, you got to beg, you got to be up under that woman's thumb. Nobody want to talk about that. Nobody want to talk about how many of these biatches push you all out of their kids' life, make it so difficult that nobody wants to deal with it anymore. Nothing. All right, maybe it's just me, child. Maybe it's just me.
He's not just looking at the surface level conversations. He's not just looking at it from the lens of
young boys. We wasn't doing no boycotting of anything when it came to the kids, these young kids, 13, 14, 15, 16, just like that young man was 14 years old walking around with a gun. We ain't boycotting that. We not stopping those situations when these kids are walking around with these guns and switches and unaliving each other. Where are we at when these situations are happening? Or we just turn a blind eye, or we just turn and look the other way when it's that. Yeah, we stupid. We dumb. We should be addressing.
Don't be using French with me. We. Nope.
In these situations. Now, it's unfortunate here again that this happened to this young man. However, we need to have more handle on our kids as parents. I don't teach my son that he have to need a gun to walk up and down the damn highway or the streets. I'm like Craig, Dad. Facts. He don't need it. And if he do have a situation, come talk to me about it so we can handle it and see fit the best way to handle the situation. I got daughters as well that I teach how to protect and carry themselves. We not doing that. You know what we do promote? Sliding, gang banging, drug dealing, this whole mentality that these young women are teaching these little girls. That's what we pride. That's what we teach our kids. And we wonder why they be in these type of situations. Or they turning around and they getting unalived by another person of the same color in the same race as them. Is because of the things that we promote. If we are not going to boycott the rap industry, I ain't gonna say the rap industry, but the promotion of death when it comes to little kids, young kids. Oh, slide on him. We got another pack in the air, this man. Or oh, we got another pack in the air, is this woman or her daughter or her son. If we ain't boycotting stuff like that, then why are we trying to boycott this? Why are y'all fronting like y'all truly care about this boy getting unalive? Because honestly, probably the only people who care about it is his mom and his daddy. And it's too late because his daddy should have been teaching him and guiding him, and his mama should have been telling him. I'm pretty sure they seen the picture on Instagram of him having that same hoodie on that he ended up losing his life in and having that gun on the internet. What you flashing guns for? Obviously, he had some other things going on in his life, probably mentally, you never know. And the daddy probably wasn't guiding him. But now that he's unalive, you see the daddy in the picture. Where was you at when he was posting that picture? You should have been telling him to take it down. Fact. Or you should have been guiding him and leading him. But you wasn't. But now you're so concerned.
Thank you, Seven.
Talking that talk.
Being honest, yeah. We as a Black community, we messed up out here because we glorify all the things that are detrimental to our community.
I've been saying it about the culture.
Because what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right, as I've said over and over and over and over again, like a song. But you talk about what's really the problem. You a racist, you a auntie ruckus, blah, 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 blah. Nothing ever changes. Wash, rinse, repeat. Keep listening to people that just say racism, racism, racism. Take no accountability. That's where you all come in sassy straights, because this will somehow, some way, once it comes down, be your fault again. This will be your fault again. You are only good, and they only care about you when you're a criminal or when you are dead. Sank fan in the building, I appreciate you. He said was in Walgreens today at the checkout when a black and white lady, both employees were getting into it about a Carmelo and race. Almost went to blows. Listen, I just said a second ago, I don't know if you were here, when people start getting fired over this and they start whining on TikTok, please send me the videos. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. I ain't having that discussion at work. I'm having a discussion with y'all. Ain't nowhere else I need to have it. There's nowhere else I need to have it because I don't care what anybody thinking. If I see that you crazy, I'm not talking to you anyway. That's crazy. Now they about to lose their jobs in this economy. In this economy, shit, they can go ahead. Let's see how that. Let's see now. This thing fan said that he saw it today. Let's see what's going on 30 days from now. Let's see what's going on 30 days from now. And if y'all see the video, send them to me. Thank you, Wayne. He said, I want the opposite. I honestly grabbed some Chinese food the other day and adopted that Chinese family. Oi Choi Loon. I did have Panda Express last night. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, but it's healthy. So that's all that really matters. That's the reason why I eat it. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. All this is wild. All this is wild. Let me see if I can find this part where Charleston White called in on Anton's show. Give me a second. Here we go. Because he was just over here actually doing more videos. So let me bring it up. I got the same phone.
White people that are giving their opinion and there's black people giving their opinion, and it's two different opinions. Two different opinions. And I want to truly explore the racial component to this conversation. And I don't want to just leave it at its surface. I actually want to explore this and have a deeper conversation because I don't think that the conversation is over. I also think that that interview is probably going to spawn more conversations, obviously. But let's first go to the black perspective of this whole thing, and then we're going to make it do what it do. Again, make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's rock.
Carmelo Anthony has been found guilty of murder. I don't think that boy received a fair trial. In my opinion, that case should not have been tried in Collin County, Texas, right? The defense should have been granted.
Exactly. It's something that the defense's job to do. If that was the case, it shouldn't have been in Collin County. Blame the lawyer.
The motion to change venue, right? There was no black jurors. Obviously, all of the witnesses were biased and probably heavily influenced by the kind of sentiment that pervaded that community. This was a racially charged case, obviously. And in my opinion, this is just terrible news. But even if the verdict would have went the other way, people on the extreme right, especially on the extreme right, was ready to make Metcalf a martyr, right? Because they are...
Oh, they want to make Metcalf a martyr, the white people, but y'all don't want to make Carmelo a martyr? Oh, it's okay for you to do it, but white people do it too. And then it's a problem. Got it. Yo, they totally forget about this part, okay? Like on body cam, saying that he did it. Okay, anyway. Come on, child.
Are hell-bent on starting some kind of race war, some weird shit like.
I don't understand how we can say people that are on the other side were hell-bent on making this a race war when Austin Metcalf is the one that actually lost his life. Let's keep that in mind.
What are you doing trying to make sense, Anton? What the hell, child? I'm about to turn you off.
Right? The person that died. Off. And I want y'all to remember that the Carmelo Anthony case is completely different than the Cyrus Carmack.
Anton, do not piss me off. It is the same. It is the same
case, right? One of them had a gun, the other one didn't. One of them was, in my opinion, premeditated, and the other one, they got caught up in something that they shouldn't have been a part of, and the gun is probably their undoing. In neither situations do I think that we...
Why is no one having a conversation about the fact that, no one, I wouldn't expect the parents to do it, but kids, don't be out here with weapons. It's not good for you. You're underage. It's illegal. And if it's that bad, why don't you come? Because everyone comes from a great family, if you haven't caught that. Everybody came from a good family. He a good boy. She a good mama. Okay? Everybody came from a good family, but people walking around with weapons. Make that make sense. Kids just do stuff. Okay.
Want people to die. We don't want people to go to jail. I would rather you be a productive member of society, but I can't be the one to tell their parents, right? Because a lot of people are giving their 2 cents, but a lot of people are not taking into consideration the parents.
They never do. Anton, now you're making me mad. Let's get back to it. Oh, this is it. Hold on.
When we think about the lamb, he's a real lamb. He's a real lamb.
Bring him on tomorrow. That in Austin Metcalf's case, I'm not sure that their kid that didn't have a weapon, that they decided that he wasn't supposed to go home. Yo, see, I'm on a live stream. What's going on, big dog?
Oh man, I'm in the closet crying, homie, because this kid is innocent. I've been with this family since day one.
You talking about the Carmelo Anthony kid?
I was calling you with the dad on the phone. I want you to interview them. Homie, I never spoke on it. I've been with the family since this happened because I went against the family.
I can bring him on tomorrow. You talk to the dad of Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah, Carmelo dad. I want you to interview the mom and dad.
Carmelo Anthony's dad is going to come on the morning show? Oh, Lord. Do I got to take the day off?
Homie, this kid has no blemish. He's a real lamb. When we think about the lamb, homie, he's a real lamb. Priest is white as snow. He has no blemish. He has no blemish, homie. They wouldn't even let the fact that these 2 white boys sick.
Why is he in the closet? Like, what? Why are you calling this man in the closet, though? What is going on?
The lamb. Priest is white as snow. He has no blemish. He has no blemish, homie. They wouldn't even let the fact that these 2 white boys, 6-something, almost 200 pounds, are trained mixed martial artists. You got one on one side. These boys are bare-hand destroyers. The one he killed broke his daddy collarbone. These kids have a reputation of sexual misconduct, drugs, alcohol, guns. They are terrifying.
That is down in the area where you was born and raised too.
I've been here. I told every black person in the beginning, I went against the family. You know why? When I looked on the press conference when that killing happened, he's standing with a bunch of civil rights activists, civil rights lawyers, not criminal. I got
talking about the father and the son.
The black, they don't know where to get a lawyer from. They've never been in trouble before.
Yeah.
The lawyer showed up. Why? Because the black people came with a narrative that white people hadn't put out yet, that this was about race. We did this to that family, nigga. All the niggas that claimed brought race into this. This wasn't a racial issue. This was a bullying issue. This was a school bullying issue. This had nothing to do with race. 2 white boys bullying a new nigga that was favorable to everybody. They said he wasn't supposed to be under their tent. He had every right to be under their tent. He was just under the same tent last week with these same kids. You know who wasn't at the tent? The Metcalf brothers. Why? They were the ones suspended. So that's why the narrative come in and said Carmelo was suspended. He wasn't supposed to be on the tent. No, the Metcalf brothers were suspended a week prior. That's why when they showed up, they hadn't seen the nigga. Everybody else was comfortable with it being there, except the 2 bullies who scared everybody. The coach didn't give them permission to run nothing. Children can't run anything over children, and this is other schools here. The Metcalf brothers was just coming back to school from their suspension from track meet. The coach texted him to keep good leadership, not run nothing.
Yeah.
They had to use that text to make it like they gave him authorization. How would Carmelo know he has authorization to tell him to move and he's physically trying to move me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to the father.
So hear me out. These black people, these civil rights lawyers, this is what we do to one another. The Ben Crump, the Lee Marys, all these motherfucking people, y'all think somebody, nigga, they put their ambulance chases. That black man and his family, black people throughout the country, gave their money and not their hearts and attention to this family. And they raised a GoFundMe up so high, they made this family a target to every black lawyer, civil rights. Look, they got $800,000 in a GoFundMe. They could never get the right kind of lawyer. Why? They paying for the money, and that's what happened to this family. So you got the black community activists go out to a redneck town with a liberal mindset, liberal lawyers, with no power in this cracker town. You got to go get a good boy from now.
Child, why did he even call? What, he just wanted to call and whine to Anton? Charleston White don't have no friends. No shade, Anton, okay? So Charleston White ain't got no friends that he had to call Anton? No shade, Anton. But damn, you don't know nobody else? Child, what is going on? This is crazy.
They got somebody from the outside to go fight inside. And none of them people in that courtroom respected them docile ass crackers in there.
I just spoke with I was just talking with Sean Kent. Sean Kent is the lawyer. I just interviewed him on a live. You on a live too, see, just to let you know.
So let me finish it because I gotta get this out, homie.
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
Black people did this playing racism. It took away from the fact that these was actually two children and not two racist boys. These was two children at a sports event. Have you noticed we haven't heard no children speak, whether they need counseling, therapy for the aftermath of a death in front of them? They went out there and silenced every kid. And they made kids change their story. Why? Everybody's testimonies was changed from the original statements given to the police. How can a kid have a murder case and he never stood up to kill anybody? He stood up out of fear and ran. Well, where did he run to? Directly to the arms of a school teacher with tears in his eyes, asking, is this white boy okay? He's initially, every police report that they got said this kid had tears with empathy and compassion. But this is what I'm saying, and I sit in this closet to hide my tears from myself. I stood in front of black people. And I stood in front of
no. Damn, he's still in the closet now. He's starting to cry. Oh my God. Oh, they got Charleston White, y'all. He is now LTM. Lord help your people. I can't take it. I'm about to shut this shit down. Shout out to AV in the building. I see you, boo. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me as we listen to this is Charleston White. This is Charleston White. He called Anton, of all people, to talk in the closet. Why are you calling Anton? You know what? I probably should have turned Dan Violent on me, but I can't understand him, so I can't do that. This is crazy. People are wilding out around here. What is going on? Is there something in the water? Is there something in the air? Is this COVID? Is it back? A new strain? What is going on? Thank you, Reaper. He says this ain't the same nigga that said F them nigga. No, this is the man. Remember, he was in the car talking about we got the money. We going on appeal because of this, that, and the third. Now he in the closet. Remember, we just watched the video. This is what happened. This is what was going on. These white people think this. We got the appeal. I got this money. Now he in the closet calling Anton. That's a hard fall in less than 24 hours, child. The colors is coloring today.
empathy and compassion. But this is what I'm saying, and I sit in this closet to hide my tears from myself. I stood in front of black people, and I stood in front of their family. And I looked in their eyes, and I told them one of the best things they could have did was give.
Child, look at Anton. He know what he doing. Why does Anton look like a character from the Wii game? Anton know what he doing. You know damn well you shouldn't be playing your friend's telephone call in the closet.
With empathy and compassion. But this is what I'm saying, and I sit in this closet to hide my tears from myself. I stood in front of black people, and I stood in front of their family. And I looked in their eyes, and I told them one of the best things they could have did was gave us all white jewelry. He said, why?
Did he say jewelry or jewelry? Sound like jewelry to me. Chelsea, get out the closet, child. Get off the floor and get out of the closet, okay?
I stood in front of black people, and I stood in front of their family. And I looked in their eyes, and I told them one of the best things they could have did was gave us all white jewelry. He said, why? Because you can't make me believe 12 white people's hearts would be so cold at one time. Because I know how they get the jewelry pool. They get teachers, they get nurses, they get doctors, they get people who have compassionate spirits. I wouldn't believe in my heart and my mind that white people are that evil. So I told black people, man, they ain't gonna do that. I sit in silence. How can I defend any white person when every time they kill, they find a justification for it? Trayvon Martin didn't have no weapon. White people don't feel the same about George Zimmerman that they do about the kid Carmelo Anthony. There's a journalist named Jim Lane stood outside the courtroom all week long, publicly saying if he walk out of there innocent, they're gonna shoot him in the head. So I sit in my prayer closet, God says that's why I had to let him go.
Wait, hold on. Who is he talking about now?
White people don't feel the same about George Zimmerman that they do about the kid Carmelo Anthony. There's a journalist named Jim Lane stood outside the courtroom all week long, publicly saying if he walk out of there innocent, they're gonna shoot him in the head. So I sit in my prayer closet, God said that's why I had to let him be guilty. They were gonna kill him. They were gonna kill him, homie. Ooh! They were gonna kill that baby. They was gonna kill him. They made declarations outside of the courtroom. And what was black people online arguing about each other? This family have moved 8 times in less than 2 years for death threats. They got so serious, they found out what kind of car Carmelo Anthony drives. He drives a red Jeep. They started riding and scavenging neighborhoods looking for the Jeep. I bought the Jeep so I can drive it and can find me, not kill one of the white boys. And I made him come after me so that family can have some rest. I ride around in the Jeep. They know why I got Carmelo's Jeep. I bought it.
You bought the Jeep?
I bought the Jeep because they've been riding around looking for it. They can't sit outside the hood. White people were discovered everywhere they live, homie. His dad was a high-end car salesman at Mercedes-Benz, one of the top in the nation. They started going up to the job playing like they want to buy a car, get in the finance department and bring up a murder. He lost his job. He called me crying. I made him my road manager just to give him some money to help him pay bills.
Yeah, there's a lot of crying going on over there with you and your friends, child.
He called me crying. I made him my road manager just to give him some money to help him pay bills. But I got him on the road with me away from his family. Who's protecting his family? His son, his mama, his daughter. I mean, you can't be on the road with me, but I'm going to help take care of you.
Was they able to use some of the GoFundMe money in order to help support themselves?
Man, they stopped it. Why? Because the white media on Twitter saying that they were buying mansions.
They stopped their GoFundMe money?
They stopped the GoFundMe money because they say they were buying mansions.
Oh, they stopped the GoFundMe money because they said they was buying mansions. Y'all said mansions. Y'all said mansions. I just said house. Child, I don't know what's really going on. This is crazy, child. Just, God.
They stopped their GoFundMe money?
They stopped the GoFundMe money because they say they were buying mansions. White people attack this family like we see, like no other Jim Crow.
Jim Crow?
I used to say racism was not alive in America. Racism is thriving in America.
Charleston White, you used to say that there was no racism, child. Why do people listen to these people, child? Why do people listen to these people? Let me thank Elizabeth here in the chat. I see you, boo. Thank you for the Cash App. That was very generous of you. She said, for this white woman, staying her ass home. Girl, I'm staying home too. This black woman is staying home too, child. I can't take, this is crazy. So you got Charleston White out here. 10 minutes ago, he was talking about, I'm there with the family. I'm there with the family. We gonna do an appeal. I gave him all this money. Now he in the closet. Shout out to R. Kelly. R. Kelly said, don't be taking this shit. R. Kelly trying to get his own money so he can get out of jail. Now we got Charleston White taking this shtick from Trapped in the Closet. How many Trapped in the Closets were there? Now we got to have an Austin version. What is his name? A Charleston version, child. Crazy.
Used to say racism was not alive in America. Racism is thriving in America. Why? It's embedded into the fabric, into the hearts of white people. It ain't in us. Hate is not in us.
Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Hate is not in the blicks. Smitty said it's his prayer closet. Well, he need to start praying because all this carrying on is not prayer. This is half damn crazy. That's good, though. That's good. Shout out to Smitty for that. Shout out to Wayne Lundy for 5 memberships. Thank you so much, boo, as usual. Wow. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. If you are getting a membership, please make sure you thank Wayne Lundy. Mr. and Mrs. Lundy. Appreciate you, boo. Trapped in the Closet. I'm about to call R. Kelly. What's his number, child? Somebody give me R. Kelly's number because I'm going to let him know that he need to sue Charleston White right now because he's getting in on his shit.
We're responding to hate, so we look hateful. White people are over us. They can do to us whatever they want to do to us. They can go back to raping our women, and a jury can say, hey, they find mitigating factors for the people. And the only way to beat the white man is with his law. This kid went to law school because I failed. He was out on bond for murder. He graduated high school, my nigga, and went to go be a lawyer for Mr. Charles. And the kid studied all year long. Every book I gave him, he read. That's a good kid. When you talk about fleece white as snow, that's Carmelo Anthony. not those 2 white boys that died.
Wait, he comparing Fleece to Carmelo? What? Are y'all getting this? I'm just not getting this.
He studied all year long. Every book I gave him, he read. That's a good kid. When you talk about Fleece white as snow, that's Carmelo Anthony, not those 2 white boys that died. They found a reason to justify George Floyd killing. They found a reason to justify everybody who they kill us. And we're never right with white people. We are never right with white people if we don't play white. So why white is right? I don't like white people that much, nigga. I want to play on white people so I can have influence on my people. I want to learn everything white people.
Oh my God.
That's why I'm so good. I did this for us, nigga. I don't love white people that much. But I gotta play like I do.
Anton, you not slick. He turning the phone around so we can see, not that we can't hear, that we can see that it is Charleston White on the phone. Anton trying his best to be serious. You know damn well he ready to laugh. Ain't no way he's not.
I wake up think about doing something with white people every day because I see how they do it, but I gotta look in the mirror and grab the power side so I can live and be happy as a black man. I really want to die for some shit, nigga.
We can't be like that though.
I really want to die for
We can't be like that though. See.
I can't, but guess what? They like that, nigga. You fight fire with fire. Nobody have ever been able to beat the white man not being like that. He's like that. How can we in America look at this trial and see racism when children are involved? Why? Because the white people came and made it racism before the white folks got there. Every step of the process, this black kid had to be passed along to a white face. Every step of the process, this kid had to be passed along to his enemy. And they never saw him as a kid with epilepsy, no violence in his background.
Epilepsy, what?
This kid has saved more lives than he's thrown any punches throughout life. He made the news when he was 19 years old for rescuing a lily white baby.
Not a lily white baby, child. You cannot make this shit up. What is going on? At least it's something to make me laugh today, because, child, this is half damn crazy. Anton, you're not slick. I'm totally tagging him when I clip this out too. Anton, you're not slick. Anton, you are not slick. Shout out to Wayne with another 2. He said, I disagree. Don't touch me, then cry when I elevate. Listen, I don't even know. Today is topsy-turvy. Why are they messing with my month? Okay, why are they messing with Gemini's month with this foolishness? Take us back to the days when Anton and Corey were beefing. Can we go back to those times? Who thought that those were the best of times for 2026?
This ain't the one we turn our hearts cold for people. Y'all ain't never heard me talk like this. This ain't the one we go cold on.
So what do you think we should do?
I'm raising $75,000 in 29 days because we have to get this kid an appeal. We only got 29 days.
Don't he have $75,000? Ain't he famous? What he famous? What did he do? What does Charleston White do, y'all? Isn't he famous for something?
Can we get his? I could use my platform to get his father story. If you want me to talk to his father, I definitely can talk to the father.
That's why I'm calling you with this. That's why I've been calling, fam.
Do you want to join the live stream? Because I got thousands of people watching right now. I
don't think they can. They gotta up and move.
Okay.
These people's life is in danger. White people got what they wanted.
Give them my number. See, give them my number and tell them.
I will. I'm gonna do a conference of text message. Let me just say this. They want to hurt somebody. They got 35 years, but this don't seem to be enough for white people. So all I'm saying is there's 2 sides of the law. You have the letter of the law, and then you have the spirit of the law.
Oh.
This is where the spirit comes in. Compassion, mercy, forgiveness. And we didn't get all the facts. The reason that kid was so fearful is because these were some dangerous 2 boys. And everybody out here knows that. Have you noticed that the black judge who lowered Carmelo's bond, she's disappeared. She have disappeared, people. When that black judge who was voted into office out there, when she lowered that nigger's bond, she's been in hiding in secret protection since then. The white folks went after her. She got to have private security now as a judge. Nobody mentioned her anymore either. She had to go in hiding. This family done moved 8 times, John. In fear and hiding. Every time they find somewhere, somebody, a lady by the name of Sarah Fields, they was leaking information from the courts when he was making bond to Sarah Fields. Sarah Fields would come online giving all these people personal information. Everything. So I attacked Sarah Fields to put the heat on me. I make me the target, white people. Come try to hurt me. I got the guns. I got what
No,
y'all
you
want
no.
to do.
See, we don't want that. We don't want that.
No. So that's what I said then.
Yeah.
And so that family can find peace into the trial. I brought the heat on me. You know what the white folk did, including Sarah Field? They're trying to sue me. It's a lawsuit. They're trying to serve me with a lawsuit after one of my comedy shows for speaking out against Sarah Field and family. It's a lawsuit on me right now on the docket. I won't respond to it. Why? I'm an ignorant nigga. I can't read or write. If I ain't read it, you gave it to me in small print.
See, I'm on a live stream. I'm on a live stream. See, I want to be careful.
Now you're on a live stream. It's been 20 minutes. See, I'm on a live stream.
I got to get off there because I'm not playing for country. I'm talking out of passion in my heart. Like,
Yeah, I don't want it to get a little bit deep. So shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel.
Anton don't give a damn. Okay, it's too much. This is too much. What is going on today, y'all? Y'all got to do better with our month. This ain't right. Y'all got to do well. Thank you for the laughs, at least Charleston, Anton, Child, whoever else. I needed it. Lord help your people. It's been almost 2 hours. I need to go to bed, but I just saw this. Remember this guy from yesterday? This back and forth? It says Carmelo Anthony supporter who went viral for this encounter was later arrested. Child, you can't make it up.
Do something, the same thing that you were going to do to her. We both got our hands behind our back. Let's have a conversation. Why did you get in her face? You did. You approached a black woman. Don't do that. That is a woman. 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 A mother. A sister. Okay, you think the homophobia? It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month, and we got hella pride. Ain't nothing but air and opportunity. Do something, the same thing that you were going to do to her. We both got our hands behind our back.
Oh, no. The Collin County Sheriff's Office has confirmed to me that Jerome Parker Winston was arrested outside the courthouse for unlawful carrying of a weapon. Oh, no. He was one of 2 arrests made yesterday after the Carmelo Anthony verdict was read. Child. Isn't it an open carry state? What is going on? He was born in 1999, child. Is that Z? Lower end millennial. Y'all already know. Oh my God. I can't do it. You colors are too much. I can't take it. I was looking for one of those ladies. I forget who it was. The Christian lady, child. Can't think of her name. Damn, room 9 is on already. Carmelo Anthony. Tell you, BCP is on it, y'all. Let's go watch this, then I'm done. It says Carmelo Anthony's girlfriend lashes out as family declares they're broke after he files racist appeal. Oh, the family is broke? Oh, no. Oh, it's Gen Z? Well, then that definitely makes sense. Child, we already know. Shout out to us. Let's see what the girlfriend has to say, child. BCP is making $1 million. Shout out to him. He about to cover off on $1 million off of this.
There isn't a Black American on earth that is surprised by what just happened to Carmelo Anthony in a stand your ground state while standing his ground. Not one Black face in that jury box, not one peer, not one person who has ever navigated this country in melanated skin. And if you think that doesn't matter, then you haven't been paying attention to the last 400 years of American history because you don't want to. This is not new. This is the system working exactly as it was designed. The reason this keeps happening, the reason we keep standing at these grave sites, at these courthouses.
The reason that it keeps happening is because all you want to do is say shit, but you don't want to actually do shit. And I'm not talking about illegal shit. I'm talking about the people that you follow that actually gets absolutely nothing changed, but y'all still listen to them. So wash, rinse, repeat. You're still in the same hamster wheel. You get no laws changed. You get into positions. You steal money. You give money to your family members. You take out illegal loans. Yeah, I know white people do it too, but white people not at the bottom. White people not complaining. White people are the dominant society, as people have said, but y'all too focused on what they doing instead of being focused on what it is that you need to do. And you continue to be worried about what others are doing while out here spending money, not saving anything, not growing anything, not investing in anything, but allegedly knowing all the answers and then saying that it's somebody else's fault when actually it is the man or woman in the mirror. But child, what the hell do I know?
At these press conferences with tears and signs and hashtags is because Black America doesn't have any collective political or economic power. When you don't,
that's something that you probably shouldn't say in 2026 with all this opportunity. Like, how is it that you can still say there's no economic power? You're like, you're saying these words like it's okay to say and just be like, oh, well, it's white supremacy. No, it's no supremacy. It's straight up laziness. But you know I'm Auntie Ruckus. Shout out to Wayne. He said, I'm proud to be an American. Shout out to you and all the veterans. I don't have Sound Machine on y'all today because I just was not planning on being here this long. But shout out to all the vets. Shout out to all the blue collar workers, because even though none of these people give a shit about you, we do over here. Shout out to the MSDs and the MSGs. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Men's Mental Health Month. Shout out to Juneteenth about to come up, and my vacation and birthday, child. Because I got a break. I need a break.
Control the legislation. When you don't control who sits on the bench and who draws the jury pool, your outrage, however righteous, does not move this racist machine. Liberation has never been given. It has always been taken. And until Black America builds the kind of consolidated economic and political power that makes the cost of this oppression too high to sustain, we will keep seating all white juries. They will keep shooting us in the back or in our beds while we sleep. They will keep saying they fear for their lives after they do it. Black folks, I need you to stop calling it a boycott. We're not boycotting anything. You need to circulate the black dollar forever for our economic power. It's not a...
Child, where y'all getting your dishwashers from since you're circulating black power, y'all? Where? Blacks Are Us? Where you getting it from? Child, we just had to replace a furnace. Where's Blacks Are Furnace? Where that's at? Where that's at? I'm just trying to understand where all this stuff is supposed to come from. Anybody, Bueller? Okay.
Boycott. It's a replacement. We will circulate the black dollar. We will build an infrastructure. We will govern ourselves because we have no choice. This pathetic society will never change. They are still raising their children to be just as racist as they are.
So we got to continue our coverage of the fallout from the Carmelo Anthony trial, okay? Because the pro-blackity blacks and Carmelo's family, they're having a hard time accepting reality, which is that Carmelo Anthony is a murderer and he's going to do a whole lot of time in prison. And there's not that much that they can do in order to change that, but they're trying, right? They're desperate. Of course, they filed an appeal that likely is not going to go anywhere, but they're trying nonetheless to appeal this verdict because they believe that the trial was racist.
A white person get a black boy and get away.
Wait, that's it. Yeah. That's in the midst. Yeah.
We love y'all.
It ain't the end of the road.
We love y'all. Y'all done became our family too. Y'all brought us too.
You did a good job.
A few moments ago, Texas teen Carmelo Anthony plans to appeal his murder conviction in the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet last year when they were both 17 years old. The jury sentenced him to 35 years in prison. Metcalf's father, Jeff, giving an emotional victim impact statement during the sentencing hearing. Quote, "The public response sickens me, especially when a gag order doesn't allow me to defend my son. This was never about race or politics, but what you did was to choose to make it about both. We all bleed the same color. You are free to make choices all your life, but you are not free to not face consequences." Correspondent Brooke Taylor reporting live from McKinney, Texas with the latest. Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Martha. We just got word that Anthony's legal team has filed that notice of appeal, but just seconds ago, we wrapped up an interview with the district attorney and the lead prosecutor on the case. I could tell you they are extremely confident with the verdict here. There was no cameras in the courtroom, so it's our first time really hearing from them. Take a listen to what they told me their reaction was.
Just relief. Relief that 12 members of our community, the jurors, saw it the same way we did, that this was murder, plain and simple. And then they saw punishment like we saw it, that he needed a lengthy prison sentence.
I was relieved. I thought it would be murder, but until you hear it, of course, a jury can do whatever they want as long as they're following the law. So I was relieved for the family, mostly.
And the jury sentenced Carmelo Anthony to 35 years behind bars for fatally stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf during a high school track meet. Both the DA and lead prosecutor told me they were satisfied with this sentence, even though Anthony faced up to 99 years behind bars. They also said that they were prepared for Anthony to take the stand, and they hoped that he would. Now, I asked what they believe the strongest piece of evidence here was. They both pointed to the surveillance footage. Despite being grainy and shot across the field, they said it reinforced their argument that Anthony wasn't surrounded, and this was a one-on-one conversation.
Oh, but I thought he was surrounded by 4 people, and it's on the clear version. Anybody seen the clear version yet, Bueller? Anybody seen the clear version yet, Bueller?
Confrontation despite the defense's self-defense claim. Now, the lead prosecutor told me the national spotlight, it definitely added pressure, but he said they had to tune out that noise, and some of that noise played out in the courtroom. Martha, he told me that race was certainly not a factor, and have people actually pay attention closely to this case and hear what the witnesses had to say, they would know that.
Yeah, see that you heard that, okay? Carmelo plans to appeal, right? They're going to appeal. And of course, the pro-blacks are already out here fundraising on behalf of a convicted murderer. Take a look.
I'm putting up the $75,000 for the kids' appeal.
Oh, no, not after what we just heard, child. Not after what we just heard. Get out the closet, child. Get out the closet.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching a video on that when you called.
Yeah, I'm putting it. They need 150, but I'm putting up 75. But I'm trying to raise $1 million.
Send me the links when you got it.
I will. So I'm finna set up an interview with with the dad and say Cheese TV at a black church with a black pastor who I'm trust, and this will be the mom and dad first time talking. Let me just say this: black people hurt this family. Black people showed up in the beginning when this kid first committed the crime. It was 2 or 3 weeks had passed before black people found out, because black people didn't care.
What, they didn't put it out on the black hotline? Child, who is in charge of the black hotline? Well, they need to be fired and get somebody else on it. Let Reaper do it.
When they thought it was just 2 kids who had committed a murder. They was worried about the rapper and his baby being killed, so they ignored Carmelo and Austin Metcalf.
And of course, unsurprisingly, they're coming up with all types of Looney Tunes conspiracy theories as to why they believe that this is.
Oh, that's a cute picture, though. Thank you, Reaper. Speaking of, you're in charge of the phone, the black phone, okay? To make sure that all the blacks get all the black messages about the blacks, all right? Somebody got to do it. Somebody was not on their job, which is why we didn't know about Cyrus for 3 years. Kind of mess. We didn't even know until the damn verdict was read. This is bullshit. Somebody is not on their job. Go Spurs, Texas stand up, hit the like button. They're going to blame Trump, just like they blamed him for the loss the other day for the Knicks. Come on, Chad.
Going to get overturned on appeal because these people are not going to let go of Carmelo, right? They're dear murderer. Okay, they're not going to let him go. So they're hoping that he will be able to get this overturned on appeal. However, I am very, very, very skeptical that his appeal will be successful. Take a look.
Jurors, but the fact that there were no black jurors, what was your feeling that day, as I'm sure you were watching this case from the start?
I joined the community outrage by
this nigga here. What I say, he gonna be out here now. He gonna make the most of this for him, his damn self. The grift is real. Who said grifting earlier? Whoever said that, we already knew, but you was right on point. This nigga is grifting and Ben. And they still got him around. Child, HMG, thank you, hon. He said Charleston White was one of the first people bashing Anthony. Then he did a 180 and now blaming black people. Ninja, F you and your mama too. And he in the closet, child. He in the closet crying on Anton show. If you missed it, rewind, child. That was the best part of this stream. That's been the best part of this stream. And Anton just went ahead and put that child or put that man on out here, knowing damn well he should have cut that call off, okay? But nope. Anything for views. Shout out to Anton. I don't blame you though. Shout out to Wayne with another 5. He said, I'm going broke and adopted a Chinese family. Goodbye, sir. Don't donate. Take them. Help me raise my immigrant back. Goodbye. Y'all gonna stop. Don't start, okay? I cannot. Shout out to Elizabeth for the big 50 plus the 20. That's a total of 70, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, boo. Channel member, modder, my best white girlfriend here, one of very, very few. She said, happy early birthday. This is from my son. He knows how you keep me laughing. Shout out to my nephew. Tell him thank you so much. I appreciate him. I appreciate you. Thank you, hon. I'm glad. And hopefully he's not being influenced by me. I'm not trying to influence nobody around here, child. Negatively, not negatively. Appreciate you, hun. Shout out to all of y'all that are still here. I appreciate you. Shout out to HMG. He says, I know you don't got the man who beat his mama on my... Yo! Shh. They're not going to listen. Let them find out on their own. They're not going to listen. They just go, just like the dude that came out there and just started saying, yeah, it was a clear video. 4 of them beat him up. That's where they're getting it from. That's where they're getting it from. Just because that man that just looked like he came from janitorizing some janitor's closet, maybe the one that Charleston White was in. And he over here talking about, yeah, it's clear as day. He got a record. Then you got Brandon Jamal's dad out there. He got issues and a record. Gentlemen, the point of this whole stream to begin with is to let you know, your sassy straights, the colored versions, you are only valuable when you are a criminal or you are deceased. That's it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, okay? These people wouldn't fight for your toenail. You have to be a criminal or you have to be dead in order for these people to give a shit about y'all. Stay sassy, though. I'm here to help. Always here to help. HMG, appreciate you. Said, I know you don't got the man. Oh, yeah. Beat his mom on my screen right now, Auntie. Don't piss me off. Death the Reaper, Dallas, shut the stream down. I need to. I wasn't even supposed to be on here this damn long. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I appreciate y'all. I cannot wait. 3 more days, child. 3 more days. I got to go. HMG said he beat his baby mama. My bad. Oh, it was. Oh, I thought it was his mom. It was his baby mom? Oh, no. It was some woman. It was some woman, child. But they gonna platform him. He gonna be out here. Those other people they listening to, they platforming them because if you're not a criminal or a SAer or something of children or deceased or in jail, then you don't count. Y'all ain't shit. Okay, I'm always going to be here to let y'all know you ain't shit, you ain't about shit, you ain't never going to be shit. All right, it's all shit. But I'm going to tell you, all right? Sank fan in the building, thank you, honey. He said, all my life I had to fight. Some folks think we're in the color purple. Child, others want to cosplay revolutionaries from the 60s. Lord help us. Oh my God, that lady we just saw, shaking my head. It is wild. They need to take this out of June. We don't have time for this. Shout out to the Geminis. We do not have time for this. Take it on somewhere, child. Take it on somewhere else. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Come on, Ninja.
The situation, because at the end of the day, the reasons that the prosecution used in order to strike those 3 African-American women from the jury who was qualified and on the basis of education. And even the judge didn't even really give a lot of thought into it before he denied the defense objection to it, right?
You said something during the trial, or actually before the trial started, that you wanted people to join you in the fight against white supremacy. Well, where does white supremacy come into this?
Well, I think that there was multiple situations that happened that day that weren't introduced to the actual court. But at the end of the day, I think it was a huge problem from the beginning of this case.
Carmelo Anthony will still be proven not guilty on appeal, and here's why. So there's a lot of speculation on my last video. People wanted Carmelo to be convicted just because of his skin color and their feelings. But what the law reads and the law states is different than what people feel and what people see and what people trying to make it out of race motivated. So here's why he will win on appeal. So if you was actually watching the trial and you know the law, you know he will be granted an appeal and his ruling will be over.
So now all these people know the law. Lord help your people.
Turn instantly once they review the transcripts from the trial. One of the main reasons he will win his trial is because the prosecutor brought multiple lay witnesses on the stand, and after cross-examining them and after questioning them, the prosecutor asked them,
why does everybody sound like they so slow and country and slaves or something? What is going on?
do you think this is self-defense? And guess what they say every time? No, I do not think this is self-defense. I think he is guilty. You can't do that. And the defense team had to be working with the prosecutors and the family, because if I...
Thank you, Smetty. I appreciate you for the jewels. Child, this is half damn crazy. Shout out to HMG. He said, but y'all protect black women, right? Community, SYCBM, gentlemen, sassy straights, black versions. Y'all are definitely supposed to be around here protecting these women. Protect women. Okay? They got y'all when you're dead or if you're a criminal, though. So those are the rules. So y'all make the choice. Don't say I don't be helping y'all. We be leering around here, okay? Shout out to HMG. Thank you so much, boo. How generous of you. Thank you so much for your support, always being here, hon. He said, all I care about is my relative. You know what?
I don't care. All I care about is my relatives. Let me drive this home. All I care about is a nigga disrespecting my relative, nigga. That's all I care about, boy. That's all I care about.
It'll never get old. Thank you so much. He says, happy birthday, auntie. Thank you so much. At least it's turning around, y'all. Okay, so I appreciate y'all in these references. And this makes it a lot better than where we started, okay? However, still, you sassy straights, the blicks, are only good when you're dead or when you're a criminal. Shout out to Philly Boy for the jewels. Thank you so much. Party had jewels. Thank you so much. Come on, BCP. This is crazy.
Was on the defense team and I was Carmelo's lawyer, I would have said, objection, Your Honor. That is an impermissible question. That is leading the jury. That is persuading.
An impermissible? Is that a word?
The jury. A lay witness cannot answer a question deciding the verdict or they cannot give their opinion on the verdict, and the jury cannot hear that, which could cause the jury to be persuaded. Because if you got a lay witness who witnessed the crime, and they say, oh, I don't think it's self-defense. Only an expert that is in law can answer that type of question. A lay witness who is not an expert in anything cannot answer a question deciding the verdict and the guilt of the suspect. The jury cannot hear that. That is an impermissible question. The defense...
Is he ABCD? What do y'all think?
This team should have said, objection, Your Honor. That is an impermissible question, which is leading the jury to persuasion. That's why he will win his appeal almost instantly, because the jury can hear multiple lay witnesses get on the stand and say, oh, I don't think this is self-defense. You're not an expert in law. You don't know what self-defense is. You don't know what the law is on self-defense. You're a high school student. How can you know this?
So we now have a sentence. Is there grounds for an appeal as we look forward to the next steps in this case for Carmelo?
Damn, she got a long head.
The first is, are we in the right county? Should we be in Collin County? I mean, the law says you should be.
Trey sent Jules says happy poop. What in the world? These jewels are funny though. Every time they pop up, I gotta have Streamlabs on in order to see them. Thank you so much. I think y'all see them on the screen, but I can't because I'm in StreamYard, but I appreciate you. Shout out to Wayne with another 20. You're too much. Thank you, boo. He said many more. We love what you're doing, love what you're saying, and love how you stand. Happy birthday. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Thank you all for the well wishes, the happy birthday wishes. Thank you. Definitely be drinking on this trip, child, because whoo, Lord help your people. This is half damn crazy. I can't even believe it. I can't. Ooh, look at him. Looking like Scruff McGruff.
But I mean, everybody, is there a problem with publicity or we just can't be there? Then we go to the race issue, because that's before we even start the trial, we got to have a jury. And so did we do that right? And then once we got the trial going and heard all the evidence, did we tell the jury what to do correctly?
Cole says one of the biggest issues likely to come up on appeal is how the jury was selected. The defense argued black jurors were improperly removed from the panel, a potential violation of what's known as the Batson Law.
The argument is, it's not so much that the jury pool is all white. The problem is when the jurors were struck, because both sides have the right to take people off that they don't like. The Anthony argument is that the prosecution used it to get rid of the black jurors.
If this goes to an appeal court, what is the likelihood and the probability that this case gets thrown out?
A lot of it will depend in the advocacy.
So just imagine if they get their appeal and they get to redo the case and then they choose black jurors. Do they think they're going to get all 12 black? Is that what they think is about to happen? Because what if it's 3? So then they're going to, and if verdict don't come out the way they want, they're still going to say it's racist. The funny part would be if they did get 12 black jurors and they still came out guilty.
And how the court reacts to it. Is the issue in front of the Court of Appeals a question of fact, a question of law? A question of fact is what happened. If the Court of Appeals sees it as questions of law, the chance of success goes way up.
Generally, the absence of a juror of a certain race in and of itself would not be a strong appellate point. On the other hand, challenging.
Imagine white people coming out here saying, oh, there was no white people on the jury. That's racist. Black people would have a fucking fit. Say I'm lying.
A juror, prospective juror, removing a prospective juror from the jury based on his race would be a very strong appellate point. Jurors are seated randomly by number. So if hypothetically in Collin County, the first 20 people seated as prospective jurors were all white males, the jury would likely be predominantly white males. On the other hand, if there were a handful of black people on the jury and hypothetically the prosecutor were of everyone specifically based on being black, that would be a very strong argument to raise an appeal. So a lot of folks might think, oh, a jury of your peers means a jury that looks like you. No, it doesn't. A jury of your peers means a group of people from the community, period.
And this appeal process isn't going to be a quick one. It could take weeks, even months, for the court reporter here to produce a trial transcript. And that is just step 1 in the appeal process to get it going. We do expect the appeal to be heard by the 5th District Court of Appeals in downtown Dallas. That's where cases appealed out of College.
Yeah. So as always, I have a brutal reality check for the pro-blacks, the Carmelo supporters, the murderer supporters who are hoping that Carmelo, a murderer, will get off or win this appeal. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. You're not entitled to an all-black jury, right? Or even one black person on a jury. That's not how this works, okay? But, I don't expect these people to understand how things work, because if they actually understood how stuff works, they wouldn't be supporting murder, right? So ultimately, there's no need to explain to the low IQ why Carmelo is not going to win on appeal, but just understand that this is a grift, right? The grift is going to continue. They're going to claim that this is racist. They're making this guy a martyr, and they're going to continue to raise money off of this, right? That's what's happening, right? That's exactly what's happening, and it's very sick, okay? You're already starting to see the psyop play out here, okay, as you have Carmelo's girlfriend who posted this on social media, okay, as Carmelo was found guilty. So she posted some pictures.
Was she in the courtroom? Anybody know if she was in the courtroom? HMG, thank you, boo. Thank you so much for 5 memberships. Please shout out to all the channel members. But if you caught one from HMG, please make sure you thank him. How generous of you. You guys are spoiling me today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to HMG again. He said my cousin Death the Reaper was flat foot tricking on Sandra Faye stream, so I gotta match his energy on Auntie stream. Oh, okay. I thought you meant he was saying doing something wrong. Okay. Iron sharpens iron. One love, family. Thank you so much. I didn't get a chance to listen to her stream. I'm sure she had a lot to say about this stuff. Shout out to all of y'all that support all of us content creators. We see you. We appreciate you, including Reaper coming in strong with 20 damn memberships. Thank you so much, boo. Always supporting the channel. Always supporting all of us content creators. Thank you so much. Y'all are getting these memberships. Please thank HMG or Death the Reaper. I think maybe somebody else earlier too. Just thank somebody, child. Just thank somebody for the membership. And make sure you keep up with them. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are too much. Shout out to Reaper. He says shout out to HMG. Y'all are crazy. You sassy straights, y'all ain't shit still. You heard? Even though you giving up memberships, even though you sending super chats, even though you sending jewels, sassies, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. You ain't about shit, okay? It's never gonna happen for you. You ain't got no money, man. You are only good once you are a criminal or once you are deceased. Remember that. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here to tell ya. That's actually the only point to this stream that's already gone on a little longer than I wanted it to, is to just let you know that you ain't shit. These people would never fight for you. These people would never fight like this for you. If I'm being honest. Child, shout out to HMG for another 10 memberships. Child, they toss now memberships to people who ain't even here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys are too much. Thank you. HMG again. He said, oh, that's the time we on Reaper. Say less, cousin. I got your 6. Oh, so I got you 6, brother. Let's show Auntie in the chat love. Broke ass sassy straights. No, y'all definitely are some sassy straights, and you are broke. I'm just saying. Y'all don't get half. Y'all don't even get 10% of all this energy that they're putting into this mess with Carmelo. Y'all don't even get 10% of that. All you get is bullshit. All you get is talk back. All you get is being told what to do. But we're going to get back on track tomorrow for show. Tomorrow we back on track. We're going to go over that daggone interview. We done already covered off on Charleston White. And we're going to get back to relationship talk because, child, I'm not going to sit here and continue listening to these crazy people. We know they crazy. We already knew. We thought you knew because we knew. Anyway, yes, shout out to Nicole. Yes, thank you. HMG, Reaper, Wayne Lundy, Lord, so many. HMG, thank you, honey. Said, Auntie, I just got paid Friday night or Wednesday night anyway. I got time today. Okay. Y'all, I gotta be honest, I'm not gonna be here much longer. It's already after 10 o'clock. Damn, it's almost 11, y'all. All right, you brought me out of my funk, though. Shout out to y'all. I gotta give you a good show. You brought me out of my funk. I appreciate y'all. Reaper, thank you. He said MSGs with jobs. Let's go, cuzzo. Oh, no. And you MSG. And you think you got a job that's worth something. Well, you don't make more than any of these women. I tell you that. Y'all don't make no more than these women. Because they tell y'all what to do. And if it wasn't for them helping y'all out and giving y'all money and giving you direction, you wouldn't be shit. Even though you still ain't shit, but shit. That's all I'm trying to let y'all know. I'm here to always remind y'all. Okay? Shout out to me. I'm going to make sure I let y'all know. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Big boy. Thank you so much. He said it's time to boss up for 2026. You better boss up, nigga. Shout out to CGA and beyond. Happy birthday, Messi. Thank you, hun. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. HMG, y'all need to stop. Shout out to the LTMs giving Auntie free content. Low testosterone males all 2026. Send it to me. When the firings start, y'all, please make sure you send them to me. It's actually Reaper that sent me the video on casing because I didn't know nothing about that. That was not even a thing. After 3 years, knew absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Thank you, boo. He says Stephen A. Smith always comes through. Or is that Sassy Straight? So I'm not sure at this point. Anybody got the score for the game? Just in case people needed to know. Trey, thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Thank you all for being here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Shout out to HMG. He said, Dallas, Nicole, please order me and Reaper some Gucci bonnets because we tricking our auntie today. Not the daggone Gucci bonnets. I think I got one. Yeah, I wore it on Sandra Faye when we did that show together. Shout out to her. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are too much. Thank you so much. Please, anybody that got a membership, just thank one of the people that gave out memberships today, please. The score right now is 87 to 68. Spurs are in the lead. Oh, somebody better in the third quarter. Somebody better check on Kofa, child. Somebody better check on Kofa. Reaper.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh my goodness gracious. Shout out to Reaper with another 10 membership. I'm gonna have to turn this damn machine on. Thank you, Reaper. Somebody just thank somebody for some damn memberships. I don't even know if I have enough people to have all these 10 memberships. I don't even know if I got a daggone enough people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, hun. As always, as always. Quality guy, thank you, boo. He said, making rain with the change. Happy birthday, Auntie. Thank you, hun. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so, so, so much. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all got to stop. We got to finish this video. We got to finish this video. We got to see about the girlfriend. Thank you. Thank you. HMG, another 5 memberships. I got to get some, I'm going to have to get some more emotes for y'all. I'm going to have to get one of Carmelo. Oh, I got to get one of Carmelo, y'all. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get a emote of Carmelo for y'all. Oh Lord, this is a mess. Oh my God, Reaper! Not. Oh shit! Not another 10. Lord, help your people. It's raining memberships, y'all. It is raining memberships. People probably like, who in the hell is this heifer? That got me a daggone membership going on around here. Lord, Lord, Lord. I cannot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even know what else to say at this point. Y'all are too much. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you. Of course, of course, of course. I appreciate you. Thank you all so, so, so much. Damn, the damn chat can't even keep up. I'm looking at the chat outside of here. Oh, who said that with the cat? Oh, Trey, that is so cute. Thank you. It might be old, but that was so cute. I finally got to see it. HMG, thank you, boo. He said, Reaper, I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You not gonna tell I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'm going to tell you. You're not going to tell me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to have to just have a members only stream soon, damn enough, because it's enough. All members, all members. I haven't done that in a while. I need to. HMG. Oh my God. Nicole, can you even keep up with this? Thank you so much for another 5. Lord have mercy. Help your people. Thank you, boo. Thank you all so, so, so much. I appreciate y'all hanging in there, watching the memberships, the super chats. Thank you so, so much. Elizabeth for the Cash App. Thank you so, so, so much. Shout out to Wayne Lundy. He said, hey, yo. I'm running out of money. Stop. I'm trying to get more travel advice. Listen, this will be nice and helpful for this cruise. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get me a drink or two. Thank you all so much. Everybody who's getting a membership, if you are here, please make sure you thank somebody. Child, just thank somebody, because that's all I got at this point. Nicole is probably keeping up. I can't even keep up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's finish this video, because after this video, I am done. I'm going to sleep. I'm not even going to eat.
Pictures of her and him, right? Trying to make him seem like, you know.
Is she black? Oh, no. I wonder how the colors is going to feel when they find out. Oh, they'll forgive this, though. They'll forgive this one. If he had showed up with a white girlfriend, y'all, oh, my God, do you know how much hell would have broken loose, allegedly? That would have been crazy. Thank you, HMG. He says, is that so 10th Mountain? I got you from the Screaming Eagles. This is from me and Wayne. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Imagine if he had a white girlfriend. Oh, wow. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you. Wayne, HMG, Reaper, Elizabeth, all the jewels from everybody. Y'all are amazing. Amazing. Thank you. I really, really, really appreciate you. Yesterday it was Lawrence and a couple other people. I can't even keep up. Y'all have been amazing. But let's finish this out. So Carmelo and his non-black girlfriend.
A normal kid and all that. Now, I personally don't understand why is it if you're in a happy relationship with a pretty young thing, right? Apparently, you know, she's Venezuelan, right? She had Venezuelan flags in her
Venezuelan. Oh no.
Profile at one point, right? So I believe she's Venezuelan. But anyways, yeah, she just crossed the border. She probably did out in Texas. Her name is Valeria Perez. Okay, and she says, quote, "Hold your head high, my sweet boy. You're not alone. We're fighting for you always. I love you more than words." Kayla Haynes, Anthony's mother, also spoke out in a social media post after her son was hauled off to Collin County Jail, where he will be held until he's ultimately moved to a state prison. Quote, "But God, the fight is not over." You know, I think the Bible says that thou shalt not murder. Right? I think that's one of the 10 commandments. You're not supposed to murder. So I'm not sure why they are calling God, right? When I think that your son being locked up is what God would want, right? I mean, again, you just, open up the Bible. She says, quote, "It has just begun." Anthony's uncle, Andre Anthony, posted on Instagram, "Whatever it takes, #free Mello." Tony Hayes, Anthony's grandmother, was captured on video yelling "racist bias." Yeah, that was a video that I showed you guys earlier. So their whole family is boohoo whining crying racism. Okay. Again, even a girlfriend is speaking out. Okay. And unfortunately, I have a brutal reality check for Carmelo's girlfriend, which is that Carmelo is not her boyfriend anymore. Carmelo is going to be somebody else's boyfriend. In prison. If he's lucky, right? If he's lucky, because who knows? He might turn into somebody's girlfriend, to be honest with you.
Oh no.
Carmelo's gonna be somebody's girlfriend, and he's gonna have a boyfriend in prison. So I'm just saying, he's not yours anymore, right? He's not yours anymore. You might as well get used to that reality, okay? So this is Carmelo's mugshot as he gets hauled off to prison where he belongs.
Less than 24 hours after being sentenced for the murder of Austin Metcalf, Carmelo.
Oh wow. I got it on high. He got it on high. That's too much high. Anyway. All right, yeah, that's about it, child. We already know. We done already seen the picture. Carmelo is off to the state prison until he goes to Sing Sing or wherever it is that he's going. I know they're going to sit up here and continue to try to get him out of there. And they should. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. But they said he was broke, for those that missed it, and he needs a public defender. So this time he probably really will have a public defender. I gotta look into that Gifts and Go thing where somebody earlier had said that it was given up or it was taken down. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna see if I can find that out maybe for tomorrow's show. Dallas, thank you, boo. She said, look at our Black King and Messi. You deserve every bit of it. These sassy straights, I'm telling you. Hold on, do it. I don't even have my headset on. I turned the damn thing on. Oh yeah, it is working. Yes. Shout out to you sassy straights that ain't got shit, ain't never gonna be shit. Because I thank you guys. I really do. All of y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares, the hypes. All of that stuff makes a difference. But when you're doing stuff and you're giving hard-earned money, I want you to know that I really do appreciate you. I know that the other content creators do, the ones that I support, that support me, and that they sit here and we try to do what we can to make sure that we have an interesting show so that people aren't just sitting here, not, begging people for money and stuff like that. We don't do that stuff. You give what you think if you want, and if not, that's all good. The only thing that I ever ask y'all to do is to hit the daggone like button and subscribe. We are on the way to 50K. Fingers crossed. That's the plan. Trying to get to it ASAP. That's my next goal. So, and when you share, when you're liking, when you're commenting, when you're here, all that definitely helps. This is like the cherry on the cake. So thank you so much, Dallas. I appreciate you. Shout out to Reaper with another 20 memberships. I don't even know where we're at. I got to count on Nicole. Thank God for Nicole. Okay. But shout out to all the channel members, all the ones that were already a member, all the ones that are becoming members tonight, y'all. I think we might be up to 100 new members. Thank you so much. I'll make sure I put out some membership exclusives and early releases and stuff like that. I thank you. HMG, same. I thank you always being here, always supporting the channel. I see you. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure if you're getting a membership that you thank somebody. There you go. The unbiased one. Shout out to you. We appreciate you. Shout out to HMG. He said, don't act like I don't see you still tricking. Y'all so crazy. Shout out to y'all. Y'all going back and forth. I got to definitely make sure I catch Sandra tomorrow, probably while I'm at work tomorrow, and see what's going on over there. Yes, you all absolutely do. You absolutely do. And I thank you so much. This is much better than what it started out to be. Not only because of the super chats and everything, but because y'all hanging out with me, getting me through this mess. We back on it tomorrow. Regular, smegular. Shout out to Reaper. He said Big Buster and Carmelo gonna be best friends. Oh no. I can't even believe BCP said that. He is a mess.com. I cannot. I'm waiting for all these biatches to give up the spider's makeup and weave. If y'all see that, soon as you see that going Jasmine Crockett giving up her wigs and weaves, that's when I'm gonna believe that these people are really boycotting. I don't believe it for a second. That's just me. I don't believe it for a second. Shout out to HMG. He said, Auntie, can you do a stream on June 28th, my birthday? When is June 28th? I do a stream every day, basically. On a Sunday? Yeah, I always stream on a Sunday. You got to remind me closer to it, you know, if there's something in particular that you want me to cover. When we get closer to it, because you just never know what. Listen, we didn't change so quickly from relationship talk and Ace Metaphor to Carmelo Anthony and Carson Carmack. Carson, child, y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't do it. I'm old. I can't do it. Wayne Lundy, thank you, boo. He said, I'm unsubscribing. I got to trick the algorithm. You know what? Y'all are crazy. I can't do it. Not unsubscribing to trick the algorithm. I can't take it. Y'all so crazy. I appreciate you. Jasmine is dumber than dumb. She's something, child. She's something. That's for sure. Dale said, hey, you rocking with us. We rocking with you. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I got y'all too. So if there's something that you want closer to your birthday, child, whoever it was, who was it? I forget now. Is it Wayne? Oh no, it is HMG. Okay, yeah, let me know. Just let me know. Who knows what we will be on by then, child? We might be covering people who went to jail, just like that dude that was in front of that dude's face. He's been arrested. I feel like there's going to be a lot of arrests coming up, y'all. It's going to be a lot of arrests coming up, and we gonna watch it. But that's it. That's all for tonight, y'all. Yes, I made sure I told him about this so that he can be aware of what's going on. I made sure I told him what is going on so that he can, because he'll be out here just all willy-nilly not knowing what's going on. I'm like, child, this is what's going on. I had to let him know. But yeah, let me say thank you one more time. Thank you all. I appreciate you for being here. Shout out to everyone, Reaper, HMG, Wayne Lundy, Elizabeth, all of y'all. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being here. Shout out to all of y'all. Hit the like button for me, of course. Subscribe if you are new. Hype the daggone video. I will be back tomorrow. We're live streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Probably not until 6 o'clock because I do have to go into the office. Then I'll do another one on Friday. I'll see if I can do one early morning tomorrow when I come in from the gym. We shall see. So keep your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe back if you unsubscribe. Subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.